Hello everyone, welcome to What If Deku Became the Hero of the Skylanders movie. Before we start, please go support Mhen1NT3ND0 fan for writing that awesome fanfic. Now that the war is over, Izuku Midoriya and his adopted daughter Eri have decided to take some time off and visited Inko. However, while they were staying there, not only was there a heartfelt reunion with an old friend of Izuku's, but they found a glowing portal of some kind. By the time Inko arrived to try and stop them, the room was engulfed in a bright light. When they opened their eyes, they saw that they were on what seemed to be an entirely different planet. Welcome, Portal Masters. Izuku and Eri were watching. What's new, Scooby-Doo? At home. With the war over and all, UA decided to give everyone some time off. A long time off. Izuku decided that he and his adopted daughter, Eri, would go home for that time and see his mother again. Needless to say, she was more than happy to see them. Eri, what's new, Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. You're gonna solve that mystery. I see you, Scooby-Doo. The trail leads back to you. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Little did they know that today, they were getting a visit from Izuku's childhood friend. And I don't mean Bakugo. Knock, knock, knock. Inko, Izuku, can you get that? I have some work to do. Izuku, sure thing, Mom. Inko, thank you. Inko then left with a smirk on her face. Meanwhile, Eri was still singing the theme song. It was absolutely adorable. Izuku opens the door. Izuku, hello? Who is HUH? Izuku, STST Stella? Stella, it's been a while. Hasn't it, Icky? Or should I say Deku? Izuku blushed at this. Eri, na 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 na. What's new, Scooby-Doo? Stella, Icky, who was that? I know you're an only child. Izuku, oh. That's a kind of a long story. Eri walks up to Izuku to see what's going on, and sees Stella. Eri P. Papa? Who is she? Izuku and Stella froze up. Stella, Icky, why did she call you Papa? Izuku, like I said. Eri got in front of Izuku in an effort to protect him. Eri, don't hurt my Papa. Izuku, maybe you should come inside, Stella. I'll explain everything. And so, Stella joined them inside as Izuku told her how he saved Eri and adopted her. To which Stella calmed down a little. Stella, sorry. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions like that. Izuku, it's okay. I know how you are. Eri, so who is she? Izuku, oh. Right. Eri, this is my childhood friend, Stella Vermilion. Can I tell her? Stella nodded. Eri, tell me what? Izuku, you see, Stella is a real princess. Eri, a real princess? Stella, www. Yes. I am a princess. Eri, cool. So, how do you know my papa? Stella, well, before I moved back to my home country, Icky and I were very close. He knew I was a princess, but he still treated me like a normal person. So we were good friends. By the way, where's Inko? Izuku, I think she went to the basement. Let's go look for her. Eri, can I come too, Papa? Izuku, sure. The three enter the basement where it was almost completely pitch black. Stella, why is it so dark in here? Izuku, I don't know, but I can see a slight glow. Maybe Mom is over there. But when they got to the source of the glow they saw. Stella, Icky? What's this? Izuku, I don't know. Izuku places his hand on the stranger object, and it begins to glow brighter and brighter. Eri, Papa? What's happening? Izuku, Footsteps were then heard as Inko was running towards them. Inko, Izuku. Eri. Stella. Get out of here fast. But she was too late as the entire room was engulfed in a bright light, and when it died down, no one was there. With the others, Izuku, What is this place? Izuku then notices the others beside him. Izuku, crap. Mom. Eri. Stella. Wake up. The three woke up. Stella, Icky? Where are we? Eri, whoa. This place is so cool. Meanwhile, Hugo, the book please. Hugo. Here you go, Master Ian. Hugo gave Ian the book as he uses his beard to start drawing. Hey guys? Thanks for helping me with prepping for this test. I couldn't have done it without you. It's no problem, Spyro. Elfie's right. It's just what friends do for each other. However, two others, one of which is a troll, were watching in a sheep and shepherd outfit. Is it time to steal the book, sir? Don't get your bonnet in a twist, Glumshanks. We have to wait until all of the Skylanders are drawn so I can destroy every one of them. Ian, with that final stroke, the Skylanders team welcomes our newest members, Eruptor, Stealth Elf, Spyro, and Bad Breath. Hugo, return the book to the vault. Hugo, yes, sir! Nothing in the Skylands could prevent me from completing a mission of such utmost importance. The bald boy jumped in and mimicked the sound of a sheep, scaring Hugo, who is terrified of sheep, and dropping the book before he ran away. Glumshanks, it is time. Reveal me. Glumshanks did just that, but he was holding the boy by the head by accident. He then puts him down as he takes off his sheep hood and reveals who he is. Ian Cows, you bet your sweet beard. And now, the all-powerful book of Skylanders is mine. Mine. I've been dreaming of this moment all my week. Ha 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 ha. Now that I have your precious book, I finally have the ultimate control I need to end every one of you skyjerks. Ian, Skylanders, we must head the book back. Our very lives depend on it. Attack, and so a humanoid bird charges in. Cows, well, if it isn't the original angry bird. Enraged, the bird shot a bunch of test papers out of his vacuum gun. Good grief, for the love of. In retaliation, Cows slammed the book down on his talon hard, causing him to shout in pain and hop back on one foot. Luckily, someone else came in to help. 2 parts this one part that one. Cows turned to the page that had the furball creature's picture on it. Cows, aha, there you are. He then rips the page off and crumples it, and as a result, the furball into a ball. He's scrunching me. Cows then tosses it, and him, away. Eruptor shoots fireballs at Glumshanks, who barely dodged it. Cows, one of the new skyjerks, eh? Get a load of this. He brings out a hole puncher. Eruptor, you're going to attack me with outdated office supplies? Cows punches a bunch of holes into Eruptor's page, and as a result, Eruptor as well. So he collapsed in pain. Bad Breath fires off some of his bad breath at Cows and almost hits him. Unfortunately, Glumshanks took the hit instead and collapsed. Cows, Glummy, you took a belch for me? He nods. Cows, oh great, now that smell is in your costume. I'll never get my deposit back. Ian, Cows can't defend against all of us at once, Skylanders. Cows, oh really? He brings out a lighter. Cows, stay back or I'll burn the book, and all of you with it. Ian, you dolt. The book is too mighty to succumb to fire. It is a powerful relic that can never be burned. Cows, huh? Can it be frozen? Ian, a no comment? That was good enough for Cows. He ended up freezing the book, and every single Skylander, and Ian. This caused everyone to run away in fear. However, Eri Grandma? Stella, what just happened? Izuku, MOM. Inko was frozen solid. On top of that, danger sense was going off. Izuku looked to where he could sense the danger and rushed to the same area where Cows and Glumshanks were. Izuku, you two keep watch over MOM. I'll check out the danger. Deku vs. Cows. Izuku had arrived at the entrance of the arena to see a bunch of odd creatures screaming and running away. Izuku went up to one of them. Izuku, what's going on? Mabu, Cows is attacking the Skylanders. Izuku, Cows? Skylanders? I don't know about any of this, but I have no time to ask for details. Don't worry. I am here to help. Before the Mabu could say anything else, Izuku rushed off. Stella and Eri then showed up while pushing the frozen Inko. Stella, this is some weird ice. I can't melt it. Mabu, is that who I think it is? Back with Cows. Cows, well, this has been way too much fun. Look at all these frozen, defenseless losers. You know, it's really nice to be the one with all the power and wield it dangerously for once. Glumshanks, this has been some first-class wielding, sir. You could write a how-to manual on the subject of wielding. Cows, I already have. He showed a book called Dangerous Power Wielding for Dummies. Glumshanks, before you start marking the calendar for your inevitable book tour, sir. Glumshanks and Cows got on this floating podium that Ian uses to starts to fly off. Glumshanks, shouldn't you get back to destroying the book of Skylanders and all of them with it? Cows, Glumshanks, don't rush me. It's been a long time since I've had a good gloat. Gloat with me, Glumshanks. Glumshanks, ah. Cows, gloat harder. Glumshanks, ha ha. The two then left. Just in time for Izuku to arrive and see what was going on. Izuku, who are all of these people? And why are they all frozen like Mom? Stealth Elf, Eruptor, Spyro, can't you melt the ice to free yourselves? Eruptor, Spyro's mouth is shut, so he can't breathe fire. And I'm trying to spew lava right now. Grah! He shot a beam of magma from the top of his head, only for it to come back down on him and block his vision. Eruptor, hey guys. I can't see. Is it working? Izuku arrives. Izuku, what's happening here? Stealth Elf, who are you? Izuku, I'm Izuku Midoriya. A hero in training. I am here to help. So, what happened here? Eruptor, cows put some sort of freeze spell on us. Just then, the flying podium crashed nearby and Izuku saw cows. Izuku, you must be cows. Cows, yes, so? Izuku, I won't let you get away with what you've done. Cows, but I will. I'm like 98% done already. Actually, I was just about to head out. Come. Glumshanks. Glumshanks was talking to one of the frozen Skylanders, Snapshot, about some kind of corkage fee. Cows, Glumshanks. Again with the corkage fee? They tried to leave, but Izuku showed up in front of them. Izuku, you're not going anywhere. Cows. Cows shoves Glumshanks aside. Cows, who's going to stop me? You. Izuku, of course I am. Delaware smash. Izuku shot a massive gust of wind from his fingers, sending cows tumbling backwards. Izuku, Delaware smash Air Force. He kept on shooting at cows while dodging his attacks. At least, until cows finally managed to get a hit on him. He managed to get up just as he was swallowed by a big ball of dark energy. Cows, ha 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 ha. Come, Glumshanks. As long as I continue to cast my freezing spell over their all-powerful book, the Skydarks will remain stuck here. Let's go toilet paper their library, then destroy the world. But then he got an idea. He went up to Ian and pulled off part of his beard. Cows, here, I got you a beardsicle. Glumshanks, heh. Good one, sir. Cows, seriously. Take it. Glumshanks begrudgingly took the beardsicle and licked it. They then left as Ian began to try and speak to Izuku telepathically to try and help him. Ian, Izuku! You must wake up. The fate of the Skylands depends on it. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. He was still unconscious. Ian, hurry, Portal Master! Izuku woke up and found the situation. Izuku tried punching his prison, but it didn't work. He tried pushing it, but what he didn't notice was a mark that showed up on his right hand, and then, a massive beam of fire shot out of his right hand to his shock, blowing up the prison. He would have stuck around to analyze what just happened, but he had to stop cows. Thankfully, traversing through the air was nothing new for him. Back with cows, he was stealing a lot of jewels from the vault. Cows, Glumdog, how much bling is too much bling? Glumshanks, one can never have too much bling, sir. Cows then noticed something. The map to a sacred place known as the Core of Light. After he took some pictures, Izuku came in just in time. Cows, huh? You again? He shot a powerful lightning attack. But then another symbol appeared on Izuku's right hand, and he shot out lightning. Unfortunately, he was still knocked back because of his lack of training. But as he was knocked back, he shot one last fireball at cows before hitting his head hard and falling unconscious. He dodged it, but it hit the book, freeing it and everyone else from their icy prison, including Inko, who rushed to where she somehow knew where Izuku was with Stella and Eri right behind. And they saw cows dragging Izuku away. Inko, what the hell are you doing with my son? Cows this week. Just then, a giant flash of light showed up and enveloped the room just as Ian, Spyro, Stealth Elf, Eruptor, the bird, Jetvac, and the fur ball, Pop Fizz showed up. Ian, that light. Could it be? When the light died down, Inko had changed. She was now Ian, Aurora. Why are you here? Cows, eh? Aurora? Inko no. Aurora brought out her swords. Aurora, since you've seen the library, let me give you the aerial tour. Glumshanks, in hindsight, maybe you should have refrozen the book, sir. Stella, what is going on? Eri, Grandma looks so cool. After a massive beating, the book was recovered and cows and Glumshanks were kicked out. Literally. Later, Izuku was waking up to see Aurora. Izuku, who are you? Aurora, Izuku. You're okay. It's me. Your mother. Izuku, what? Ian then showed up. Ian, so, this is your son, Aurora? Are you alright? Izuku, why yeah. Who are you? Ian, I'm your great-uncle Ian. It's so nice to finally meet you. Izuku, my great-uncle? Hi. I'm Izuku Midoriya. Ian, yes I know. Your mother, my niece, told me all about you. She says that you are a bright and heroic young man. And I must agree. Stella slaps Izuku on the head. Stella, you idiot. Don't scare us like that. Izuku, sorry. Ian, we are still all thankful for your help. Izuku, well, great Uncle Ian, if there's evil like cows around in this place, I want to help out in any way I can, if that's all right with you, Ian, then why don't we make it official? For both you and Stella. Izuku, Stella? Ian, Stella here gave cows quite the beating for what he did to you. She really cares for you. So I say you both become officially a part of the team. Aurora, Izuku, that's wonderful. You will be a part of the team just like me. Ian was drawing their pictures. Stella, but Aurora? How come you never mentioned being a Skylander? Aurora, well, after I met Hisashi, I decided to retire from my duties to live a normal life. But I always kept the portal back home in case I wanted to visit my family again. Izuku, that explains the portal in your basement. Ian, Skylanders, meet your newest teammates. He shows them a horrible drawing of Izuku and Stella. Hugo whispers, don't worry, I always fix them. Just humor him. Ian, now then, you are all full-fledged Skylanders and will soon share grand adventures on important missions in service of the Academy. But for now, enjoy your accomplishments. And please no parties. Izuku, sure thing, great UNC. But then, another symbol appeared on his hand, and he shot out a large stream of water, knocking Eruptor down. Izuku, I'm so sorry. This has happened twice already. Aurora, it's because you're a portal master. You have the ability to control the elemental powers that Skylanders have. Ian, Skylanders, there will be a secondary mission. Teaching Izuku how to control these powers. Skylanders, yes, Master Ian. And so, they all left for home, where Izuku, Stella, Eri, and Aurora will be staying with Stealth Elf, Eruptor, and Spyro. But Spyro had to do one last thing. The Skylander way? Or the hero way? Ian, I've gathered you for a mission of utmost importance, so vital that the future of the Academy relies on nothing short of absolute success. Eruptor, I hope it's Archean robots. I hate those things. Spyro, nah, drow elves. Eruptor, robots. Spyro, drow elves. Eruptor, robots. Spyro, elves. Eruptor, robots. Spyro, elves. Hugo, sheep. Hugo runs away. Stealth Elf, well, I hope it's cows. I still have frost in my ears from when he tried to freeze us. Stella, and I still haven't forgiven him for what he did to Icky. Ian, no, Skylanders, this time your foe is different, but no less formidable. It is the basement pipes. Aurora, Izuku, and Stella. Ian, they are being attacked by a vicious clog of beard hair. Not mine. Spyro, we're unclogging pipes. Ian, yes. Before they explode, and the basement is fraught with minor flooding, resulting in a dastardly plumbing bill. Stella, he can't be serious. Ian, what are you waiting for? Hurry, Skylanders and Portal Masters. Ian left. Jetvac, you heard the man. Up on your feet, people. We've got plumbing to do. Izuku, plumbing? Jetvac, plumbing. Is that right? I know there's AB in there. Anyway, go. Everyone rushed off. Except for Spyro. Jetvac, what's the matter, Spyro? Are you too good to clean some pipes? Spyro, what? No, I'm not too good to clean. It's just, he sighs. Spyro, it's just that after battling cows and all the other threats that threatens the Skylands, this kind of mission seems a little basic. Jetvac, well, being a Skylander doesn't just mean fighting bad guys every second of every day. We provide many essential services to Skylands, great and small. And sometimes that means money-saving plumbing missions. That still sounds weird. Spyro, yeah, 'cause it's a soft B, Jetvac. It's plumbing. You don't say the B. It's not a crumb, but it's a crumb. And it's fine. I get your point. Jetvac, you better get it, because it's high time you learn to do things the Skylander way. Spyro, so is this the Skylander way, huh? Also, did you have a mouse for breakfast? Do you have any idea how pungent those things are? They smell worse on the way out, by the way. Jetvac, move. Spyro follows the others. Theme song. Jetvac, okay, what we have here is a Category 8 clog. Haven't seen one of these since the Great Back Hair Crisis of '06. If this thing blows, all the academies, plumbing, will be disabled for hours. Maybe even a whole day. Pop Fizz, no. Not a whole day. Jetvac, I know, Pop. It's the stuff of nightmares. Now, we need a meticulous approach, team. A foolproof plan of attack. Eruptor, oh, awesome. So what is it, Jetvac? Jetvac, I'll tell you as soon as I think of it. Spyro, JV, we don't have much time to think up a plan. Jetvac, what do you plan on suggesting? Acting first, then letting the chips fall where they may? Skylanders do not fly off all willy-nilly, and neither will you. While they were arguing, Eruptor got hit in the face by the furnace. Jetvac, you do things the right way now, the Skylander way. Spyro. But that pipe is about to unleash a knee-high nightmare for anyone who can't fly. That's all of you. Izuku, actually, I have a power that allows me to suspend myself in the air. Spyro, huh? Stella, he's saying that he can float. Spyro, oh. But the point is, we need to act fast. Jetvac, we'll act fast when I have a proper plan in place. Which I'd have already if you weren't interrupting me. Stealth Elf, guys, this is about to get ugly. Stella, no kidding. That pipe is about to blow. Pop Fizz, I could make some sort of potion that would dissolve the clog. Spyro, there's no time. One of us, with fire breath, ideally, should fly to the end of the pipe, open it, blast fire in, and then incinerate the clog. Izuku, that's actually a great plan. Go for it. Spyro, right, I should do it. Jetvac was muttering to himself. Jetvac, so, if I suctioned one end of the pipe. Stealth Elf, how do you think Spyro's doing? Spyro, you shall not pass. He blasts fire into the pipe. Jetvac. Elf could then insert her swords, the tips of which were soaked with a disappearing potion made by Pop. Automated voice, inconvenience averted. Jetvac. The clog worked itself out. That would have been a good plan. Spyro, actually, I took care of it, Jetvac. Nothing a ball of fire couldn't handle. Jetvac, you acted alone? I told you we needed a plan, Spyro, and we went with my plan. I thought of it while you were considering your plans. And I'm sure they would have worked too. So, crisis averted before 11. Brunch anyone? They all left with an angry Jetvac staying behind. Meanwhile with Cows, Glumshanks. Where are you? It's nearly time for my presentation. Glumshanks came in with some pastries. Cows, hey, hold up. You call these donuts? Glumshanks, sir, please, just this once. Genevieve at the patisserie is capable of so much more. Now these delights are Napoleon with a thin layer of ganache. Cows, oh yeah? Well, they look like earplugs to me. He stickers 2 of them in his ears. Cows. Are you down there? Cow's mother, Cassandra, came down to his lair. Cows, indeed I am, mother. But you never come to my lair. To what do I owe the pleasure? Cassandra, this place is the exact opposite of pleasure. It still smells the same as it did when it was the castle's outhouse. Cows, ha 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 ha. Good one, mother. You're such a card. Cassandra, do you see me laughing? Seriously, what do you think that is over there? A Ming vase? She was pointing to the outhouse inside. Cassandra, now, I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to, so let me just say what I have to, and… Cows, actually, mother, you are the reason I'm putting this little presentation together. I want to show you my new scheme to destroy the Skylanders. Behold, he tried to show her a map using his projection powers. But it was flickering on and off. Cows, wait. What's happening? Why isn't my astral projection power working? Gasps, it's malfunctioning. Cassandra, what's not working? Cows, I copied a map to the core of light that I found locked away at Skylanders Academy. But now it won't project out. Why isn't my head working? Glumshanks, whispering a question I've asked myself since you were a small boy. Cows, what was that, Glumshanks? Glumshanks, nothing, sir. But, I would like to say for the record that I did warn you that continuing to splash around in the bath like a toddler could short out your head's projection power. And it looks like, yet again, I was right. Cassandra, listen, you can get back to your dumb ideas that will never work, just as soon as you get a real job and start paying rent. Like today. Or I'm kicking you out. Yeah, that's what I came down here to tell you. Have a great day. Cows, BBB, but mother, I can't get a job. He grabbed onto her cloak in desperation. Cows, I need to dedicate all of my time and energy into getting that map and unleashing eternal darkness across the Skylands. Cassandra, unleashing eternal darkness doesn't pay the rent. And neither have you since I let you start living here in the guest castle. Mo, let go of my robe. And you, come with me. I've got bidding piling up and you're the troll to do it. Cows, don't worry, Glummy. I'll fix this as soon as I can, so I can get back to destroying the Skylanders and harassing you. Glumshanks, no rush, sir. I'll find a way to survive in your absence somehow. Meanwhile at Team Spyro's home, Stealth Elf. So, Jetvac was being a little tough on you today, huh? Spyro, I'm sure it's just that there's a lot he wants to teach us about being Skylanders, and Jetvac's got his way of doing that. The important thing is I saved the world today. Izuku, all you did was unclog a pipe. Spyro PF. You say. Potato. I say. You're welcome. Eri comes in. Eri, Papa. Look at my hair. Miss Stella did it for me. Eruptor. Eri, is Eruptor okay? Stealth Elf. Trying not to die of cuteness. Yeah, he's fine, just fine. Eri, so, what do you think, Papa? Izuku, you look adorable. Eri, why? Then the door started knocking and Spyro went to get it. Spyro. Anyway, I'm sure JV will relax once he sees my way of doing things can be effective, too. But when he opens the door, he sees Jetvac with a suitcase. Spyro, what are you doing here? Hold on. Did I just conjure you from thin air just by thinking of you? Jetvac, negative oh rookie. I'm here because you went rogue on that pipe today. Your rebellious, impulsive nature needs to be tamed, and I'm just a bird to do it. Spyro, sure, yeah. Great. Good. What do you got there? That's not a suitcase, is it? Please don't say it's a Jetvac, it's a suitcase. And I'm moving in until we get you straightened out. So, where do I sleep, roomie? And so, Jetvac was given a tour of the house. When Stealth Elf pointed to where Spyro's room is, Jetvac decided to check it out. Spyro, whoa, time out. You can't just barge into my room. Jetvac, of course I can barge in here. I'm one of the senior members of this team, which means I can do random spot checks of a junior member's room to make sure it's in tip-top shape at any time I want. Like right now. And what a dump this is. Spyro, why, thank you. Oh, wait. What did you say? Dump? Jetvac. I call him like I see him, Spyro. No wonder you don't play by the rules, you're disorganized. Spyro, what? Disorganized? My room is perfect. Jetvac, oh yeah? Well, what about this? He points at Spyro's bed, which also doubles as a sofa. Spyro, my bed? What about it? Jetvac sits on it. Jetvac, oh. Oh wow. Spyro, oh wow, what? Jetvac. Horrible box springs. Significant sag. Sag equals poor spinal alignment. Poor alignment equals a poor attitude. A poor attitude equals poor Skylandering. And this? Video games? These things make you lazy. Not the Skylander way. He throws his controller, and it hits Eruptor in the face, who, along with Stealth Elf, Izuku, Eri, and Stella, were watching this fight go down. Spyro, actually, sir, multiple studies have confirmed that playing video games improves hand-eye coordination, promotes goal setting, and helps. Jetvac throws away his computer. And it lands on Eruptor. Spyro, Jetvac, well, now that we've assessed your personal space, let's go down to the kitchen and criticize your awful eating habits. Meanwhile, Cow's just got a job. A job as a mascot. For Uncle Merle's lizard gizzards. He was given an arrow and he has to stand around for 12 hours before he can get a 10-minute break. Cow's, hello? I'm a gizzard. Eat me. Frustrated, he throws the arrow down and decides to pass the time by making it float and spin around with his magic as two Mabu were walking by and saw the arrow. Male Mabu, whoa! The rhythmic rotation of the flipping arrow has me hypnotized beyond the capacity for independent thought. Cows, really? Well, then go eat a gizzard or something. Male Mabu, I would like a gizzard. Female Mabu, I would like a whole bucket of gizzards. Cows, then get out of here. And so they left. Cow's phone then rings and he answers it to see Glumshanks. Glumshanks, hello? Oh, sorry, mister, what are you exactly? Some kind of discarded organ meat? Like a spleen or something? Cows, it's me, Glumshanks. I'm dressed as a gizzard. This is my new job. It's horrible, Glumshanks, as the Uncle Merle lizard gizzard. Bravo, sir. Now that's the way to expand your culinary horizons. You know, offal has been used for hundreds of years in peasant food. Cows, why are you calling, you idiot? Glumshanks, oh, just checking, sir, but what time do you think you'll be coming home? Cows, I have no idea. Why? Glumshanks, oh, it's just that things are so horrible back here. Truly demeaning. Your mother is such a monster. Cows, oh, Glummy, be strong. Just try and go to the happy place in your mind. You know, your memories of all the fun we have together. Like when you clipped my toenails. And I'll be back as soon as I can. He hangs up. Glumshanks, looks like we have a few more hours to catch up, ma'am. Cassandra, delightful. So tell em about your days in the theater before we met. Glumshanks, yes, well, the stage truly was my first love. But then I found myself in a rut doing a lot of outdoor community productions. So much Shakespeare. Roger kept asking me to play Falstaff over and over again. Back with cows, hang on. If Glumshanks couldn't recognize me in this getup, that means no one else will either. And that jibes me a brilliantly evil idea. Outside of Team Spyro's house, Stealth Elf, so you haven't seen Spyro lately either? Stella, not since Jetvac made him run 20 miles to sweat out his rebellious toxins. Spyro pissed, guys, I'm down here. Spyro was hiding in the sewer grate. Izuku Spyro? What are you doing? Spyro, hiding from that drill sergeant, Jetvac. He's driving me crazy. He won't give me any personal space. Stella, so what? You're planning on hiding in the sewer forever? Spyro, well, I was just going to hide in the sewer until Jetvac retired, but I think I like your idea better. Seriously, how old do you guys think he is, huh? He seems elderly, right? I overheard him say, whippersnapper, non-ironically. Just then, Ian's floating head projection appeared. Ian, Skylanders unite. Falling forest is on fire. Hurry, Eruptor, you heard the head. Let's go. They rushed off to the arena and everyone except for Spyro got in supercharger vehicles. Sunrunner, Jetvac, alright, we need to act fast. Pop Fizz, awesome. What's the plan, JV? Jetvac, first thing we have to do, read our instruction manuals. Pop Fizz, you what? Spyro, Jetvac, shouldn't we just wing it so we can save the falling forest before it burns down? Jetvac, winging it is not the Skylander way. Knowing exactly what to do is. And that starts with being able to fully operate our superchargers. And so he starts reading the entire book aloud. Izuku would have gone off on his own, but the problem was that since he was new to Skylands, he had no idea where the falling forest was. 3 hours later, Jetvac, and done. Alright, Skylanders, let's go and save the. Before he could finish, everyone left. Jetvac, by Jove. Fellas, where's the fire? Oh, right. Yes, of course. In the forest, and so, Jetvac takes off as well. But when he finally arrived, the falling forest wasn't on fire. Jetvac, Spyro, why are you stopping? We need to get to the falling forest. Spyro, dude, this is the falling forest, but it's not on fire. Yeah, because we put it out. Izuku, who are you two? I am Kaboom, and I'm Snapshot. I assume you are Izuku Midoriya? Izuku, why yeah. How did you know? Snapshot, your Master Ian's great-nephew. News went around fast. Stella, hang on, you two put out the fire? Kaboom, yeah. You guys were taking so long to get here, that the trolls who live in the forest called for backup. Snapshot, bingo. And far be it from us to do the job for you, but well, someone had to. Kaboom, our team for the win. The two trap master fists bump each other. Snapshot, so, how'd you get held up? Fight with cows on the way here? Kaboom. Showdown with the Doom Raiders? Izuku, Doom Raiders? Snapshot, sneak attack on the academy? The others were looking at Jetvac with annoyed looks as he chuckled nervously. Jetvac, have you guys ever read one of these things? Such a wealth of knowledge and entertainment. Am I right? Later at UMLG, Izuku requested to talk with Jetvac. Ian planned on doing it, but Uraraka wanted him to watch and see what happens. Jetvac, what is it you wanted to talk to me about, Izuku? Izuku, tell me, Jetvac. Why do you think Kaboom and Snapshot had to do the job that we were assigned to do? Jetvac, come on. We got there as fast as the superchargers could go. Izuku, Jetvac. It took us 3 hours. Which is exactly the amount of time you spent reading your book. Jetvac, did it? Huh. Didn't feel that long. It was a real page-turner. But we were able to use our superchargers to utmost efficiency. Just like the Skylander way. Izuku, Jetvac, there's no such thing as the Skylander way. Jetvac, excuse me? Izuku, Jetvac, the Skylander way is just your way. You just believe it to be the proper way to be a Skylander. But tell me, what do you think is vital in a battle? Strength? Or intelligence? Jetvac, well, intelligence. Obviously. Izuku, wrong. Jetvac, what? There's no way it could be strength. Izuku, you're right about that. Because you need both. Jetvac, I'm not following. Izuku, imagine this. Two sides of a fight. One side has overwhelming strength. The other side is so intelligent, they can make a plan for anything. The string side would break through every plan, but the intelligent side would create more and more. This would make the battle endless. Jetvac, I see. That does make sense, Izuku, and there's a reason why Spyro doesn't share your viewpoints. It's because he isn't you. Jetvac, huh? Izuku, everyone is different. You both want the same thing. For Spyro to become a great Skylander. But your methods don't match who he is. For example, when you criticized his bed. Your bed may not be like Spyro's, but keep in mind that you two aren't even of the same species. Maybe that bed of Spyro's works well for him because he's actually a dragon. Not a bird like you. On top of that, Spyro and many others, even on my world, make sure to trust their instincts. Spyro's instinct was to unclog the pipe with his fire. And that worked out perfectly. He also suggested that we hurry to the falling forest as fast as we can instead of reading the manual, which really didn't make much of a difference to our way here. Had we done that, we could have put out the fire instead. But you chose differently, and it nearly costed a lot of lives. Jetvac was looking down. Izuku, do you get what I'm saying? Acting first might not always work. But if you're always being so strict and overthinking things, it could cost a lot of lives. In a battle between a hero and a villain, every second counts. It's best for everyone. Jetvac, wow, Izuku, you're right. I'm going to go find Spyro and apologize for the way I've been acting. And with that, Jetvac left. Izuku left soon after. Ian, you were right, Aurora. Izuku is indeed a fine young man. Aurora, I know. Now, let's trust our gut instincts and leave this place and never return. Ian, good instincts. And so, the two left, but Hugo stayed behind. Cows then waltzes in. Cows, hello, Master Ian's assistant. Enjoying your gizzard? Hugo, well, I was just about to dig in, so. Cows, nobody cares. Peep this. Cows hypnotizes Hugo with his spinning arrow trick. Hugo, wow, cool arrow. Now I want a gizzard. Cows, I know where you can have all the gizzards you can choke down. Hugo, where? Cows, inside the double secret relics vault at the Grand Library. We should totally go there right now, because I need to get back inside that room and get my hands on the map to the core of light. Hugo, right. That sounds like a swell idea. Let's go there right now. Cows, excellent. After you, back at the academy. Jetvac, hey Spyro. What are you up to then? Spyro, oh, just sitting here and reading about how to be a hero. 'Cause if there's one thing you taught me, I can't do anything right unless I do it from some book first. Jetvac, it's just that your act first, think later nature makes me nervous. Now I've seen that kind of behavior burn way too many Skylanders. Spyro, what do you mean? Jetvac, oh, I was just like you once, son. Talented, cocky, dumber than all my teammates. Spyro, wait, who said I'm dumb? Jetvac, I used to rush into action without a plan every time, too. I didn't worry about the rules. Sighs, but then, I lost something that meant the world to me. Spyro, your wings. Jetvac, wings? What? No, I sacrificed those in an epic moment of heroism. There was a widow, an orphanage, a huge fire. They even wrote a song about it. Look, I just want you to know I went too far with the whole Skylander way thing. There's no such thing. It was simply my way. I was trying to protect you and the others from the same youthful mistakes I once made. But well, I now know that I just need to let you be yourselves. Spyro, so Ian talked to you? Jetvac, actually, it was Izuku. He made some great points about what I was doing wrong. Spyro, wow. Wasn't expecting that. But thanks, JV. I know I don't have a great track record of doing things the right way. But I think you'll find that my way can be effective, too. You ought to try it sometime. Jetvac, maybe I will, but I probably won't. Spyro, should we hug or something? Jetvac, don't make it weird, lad. Cows and Hugo walk through them. Cows, that's it. Lizard gizzards galore, and the map to the core of light, are just inside that bookshelf, dummy. Now get me in there. Hugo, sure. But before they could go in, Spyro, yo, lizard gizzards guy. He goes to Cows and Hugo. Spyro, hey, gizzard man, hook us up with coupons, huh? Guess you didn't realize there were Skylanders here. Honest mistake. Well, not that honest since you are inside Skylander Academy. Heh. Not sure who you thought would be here, but anywho, you can totally make up for it by just giving us, the Skylanders, free stuff. Come on. Also, If you need a face for endorsements, look no further. Cows, yes, no. Sorry, fresh out of coupons. Next time. Now off you go, Spyro. Okay, fine. But before we leave you totally alone with hypnotized Hugo so you can go into the relics room and do whatever you want, do the lizard gizzards dance, huh? Jetvac, yeah. Do it. Cows, sorry, my knee is acting up. Old musical theater injury, you see? 5, 6, 7, 8, OW. Spyro, oh, come on. Just do the one move. Jetvac, yeah, the move you made famous. Both do it. Do it. Do it. Cows, cram it in your cram holes. I am not doing the stupid lizard gizzards dance. Cows then accidentally takes off his hood. Cows, and I want the map to the core of light. Both cows? Cows, would you believe no? Spyro, ho ho, wow. Did you seriously think that Master Ian was gonna leave that map inside the relics room after you found it in there? Cows, it made sense in my head, but now that I'm hearing it out loud, gotta go. Before he could leave, Jetvac tripped Cows. Spyro, whoa, JV, did you just trip Cows without planning it? Jetvac, I think I did. That felt good, Spyro, right? He then picks up Cows. Jetvac, now, how should we handle this trespassing twerp? Spyro, don't think. Just do, Cows, and do it fast. Those worms on your breath reek. Jetvac, why you? He throws Cows to the ground and beats him up. Later, Eruptor, congrats, guys. You worked out your issues and defeated Cows. Spyro, yep, we made real progress today. And I even followed every order Jetvac gave during the fight. Jetvac, and I made a few impulsive moves of my own. Heh. Remember when I kicked Cows instead of punching him? Spyro, oh yeah, that was you really went off script there. Stella, so, what happened to Cows? Jetvac, unfortunately, he was able to get away after bombarding us with the lizard gizzards he was carrying inside his costume. Eri, what are lizard gizzards? Eruptor, lizard guts. Eri EW. Spyro, yeah? I may never get that smell out of my nostrils. Jetvac, well, lad, onward we go. Since I don't need to ride your rear anymore about doing things the Skylander way, I should probably move out. Spyro, you know what though? You've already built your nest in the attic. Why don't you just stay? Right, guys? Stealth Elf, yeah, that sounds great. Izuku, this place has an attic? Well, nevertheless, I'm in. Eri, please stay, Mr. Birdie. Jetvac, ah. How could I say no to you, Eri? Pop Fizz, what up, dudes? Stealth Elf, Professor Pop, have you been in the basement this whole time? Pop Fizz, duh. That's where my laboratory is, and my bed, and all my other stuff. Izuku, quick question. How long have you lived in the basement? Pop Fizz, I don't know. What year is it again? Anyway, later that night, Stella was lying on her bed. Stella, I want to confess to Icky. But how? And when? A little help. Stealth Elf, I know we haven't been a team for very long, but we've fought some pretty major bad guys. So a little fire viper shouldn't be a problem. Pop Fizz, definitely not. Jetvac, though I do take issue with the word little. Izuku, I still don't know what a fire viper is. And then the fire viper comes. Stella, I think that's a fire viper. Izuku, oh. Spyro, eh. It's just a supersized fire-breathing snake. I got those. He flies up to the fire viper's face and immediately gets blasted with fire and gets sent to the other side of where they were fighting. Spyro, or not. Stealth Elf teleports to him. Stealth Elf, looks like you're outmatched in the fire department. She brings out her blades. Stealth Elf, luckily, I can handle this guy with my speed. She does some teleporting and attempts to stab the fire viper's tail, but it avoids that and slams it on her, which she barely avoids and slides back to the others. Stealth Elf, or not. Eruptor, yo, pal. I'm gonna use my. Everyone except Izuku gets tails slapped and sent to Spyro. Eruptor, or not. Izuku, alright. 1-4. Before he could finish, another symbol appeared on his hand. A large blast of purple magic shot out, and it was too strong. So it knocked both Izuku and the fire viper back. Izuku ended up with the others. Izuku, or not. I really got to get this under control. Then a glass bottle broke in front of them and trapped them in a large glob of slime. The fire viper then got up and was about to devour them, only for it to actually have been just a simulation as it stopped, and the others groaned in defeat. Eruptor, Magma, Ian, Hugo, and Uraraka come to them on Ian's flying podium. Ian, wah wah. Magma indeed. I've never assembled a Skylander team who's failed the Fire Viper training simulation this many times, Hugo, but cheer up, gang. You should be proud you set a record for something. Spyro was on an island thinking to himself. Spyro, come on, Spyro. That Fire Viper simulation is the most basic one. I mean, it's the only monster we could actually run into without even leaving the academy. Stealth elf, totally. If we can't beat that, we're not much of a team, Spyro. Oh. Hey. I thought I was the only one who came here to think deep thoughts. Stealth elf, really? 'Cause it's kind of the only serene contemplative spot on the isle. Eruptor, totally. Pop Fizz, yep. Stella, can't think of a better place. Jetvac, what she said. I've actually been coming here since I was a cadet. Pop Fizz. And the clouds really help me focus. Like that one that's shaped like a fire viper. Ah, Spyro. Well, I'm glad everyone else is as thoughtful and self-reflective as, up until now, I thought only I was. Wait. Where's Izuku? Stella points to him by a rock. Izuku, there has to be to control these powers maybe animational there must be better way since these powers are in Quirks may befimitermutter. Translation. There has to be a way to control these powers. Maybe an image? No. There must be a better way since these powers aren't Quirks. Maybe if I mutter. Stella, Icky, you're mumbling again. Izuku, huh? Oh. Sorry. Jetvac, does he do that often? Stella, you'll get used to it. Trust me. Stealth elf, well, thinking about the Fire Viper simulation isn't beating the Fire Viper simulation, so what are we gonna do? Ian, I might have an idea about that. Ian was sitting on top of a really tall rock. Ian, I have things to think about too, you know. Like what to do now that Cows knows the location of the Core of Light. Izuku, the what? Ian, the Core of Light is an ancient artifact built to keep the darkness at bay. If it were destroyed, Skylands would fall into darkness. Stella, I don't like the sound of that. Spyro, that is a thinker. But if you had a plan to help us beat the Fire Viper simulation, maybe we could do that first, huh? Back at Skylander Academy, Ian, everyone, I am concerned Cows' increasing plots and schemes suggest a growing darkness in our realm. So I've asked one of my oldest allies, Sensei Kingpin, to help me deal with it. But I believe he can help you too, Kingpin. Long ago, Master Ian and I fought side by side against a great foe. It was a difficult battle that we nearly lost, Ian, after which we vowed to do whatever we could to protect the Skylands. While I founded the academy, Kingpin, I went to work on this. He points at the chest he was carrying. Eruptor, a box? Jetvac sighs. Eruptor, what? Is it not a box? Aurora, it's not the box. It's what's inside the box, Ian. While I have been training Skylanders these many years, Kingpin has been working to assemble a protector of the realm with unlimited skills and abilities. One who could operate as a one-man wrecking crew when Skylanders are unable to answer a call to arms. The Skylanders, Izuku, and Stella surrounded the chest. Stealth elf. So it's like some sort of robot Skylander? Aurora, robot, is only one of the physical manifestations of this being. Kingpin, Aurora is correct. I've created my own Skylander, if you will, or as I call him, Sai. Now it is up to you to venture inside the trunk and construct your new teammate. Spyro, we get to build him. Kingpin, you get to create him. By using your imagination, you will choose the appendages and powers for your creation that speaks to you above all others. To that end, you will need this. Izuku, whoa. Stella, what is that? Kingpin, the creation crystal. When all of you put your hands on it, it will take you to the imagination space where your imaginator will be born. You'll go in the box. Stella, so much for the expression of thinking outside of the box. Skylanders, portal masters, touch the crystal. They all touch it and at first, nothing happens. Eruptor, huh? Nothing's happening. Maybe your crystal is broken, Kingpin. But then the crystal brightly shines and everyone except for Ian, Kingpin, and Aurora are transported into an empty area that looks like somewhere in outer space. Spyro, where are we? Izuku, this must be the imagination space. Eruptor, I wanted to go in the box. Stella, we are. That's what the box is. The imagination space. Pop Fizz, so what now? Izuku, we need to use our imagination to create Sai. Let's start with the head. They all start to think until the crystal starts to spin faster and becomes a banana head. Stealth elf, I'm a banana head? Pop Fizz, what's wrong with a banana head? Jetvac, this is your idea of a new teammate, Pop? Pop Fizz, maybe? Stella, whatever. We have the head. The head started to spin, and when it stopped, it had green rabbit ears. Izuku, oops. Jetvac rabbit ears? Izuku, most of my hero costumes involved rabbits. Spyro, that seems fair enough. So let's imagine what else we want for Sai. So they all get to creating, and when they are finished, they have created this but with green rabbit ears instead. Ian, well now this is something, isn't it? Kingpin, unorthodox, for sure. But if this is what the Skylanders imagined, then this is surely the teammate they need to join them. Pop Fizz, so did we do it wrong? Kingpin, there is no right or wrong, Pop Fizz. Only what is or is not. Pop Fizz, so that's a yes or. Kingpin, Sai should have come to life by now. His design is such that once he is fully assembled, he would just. Sai then wakes up. Dan TDM, I mean CY, I'm the real Peel. Sorry, that's my catchphrase with this head. Spyro, catchphrase. Like a Skylander needs something like that to get all fired up. Right, guys? Sai, hi. My name is Wait, do I have a name? Jetvac, he called you Sai. So what are you exactly? Aurora. He should be the missing link that you all need to overcome your setbacks as a team. So, he'll be joining you for this purpose. Kingpin, this will be his first field test to see if he can do just that for your team, and others that follow in the future. Spyro, oh cool. Stella, so, we have a new team member who has a banana head and bunny ears. We can work with that. Izuku, I don't know why, but I'm wondering if Sai's head is edible. Sai, why don't we find out? Pop Fizz, I'll take a bite. Everyone except Sai, and oh, Jetvac. Look, now I'll be the first to admit the team is going through some growing pains of late, but Sai hasn't graduated from or even trained at the academy. How do we know he'll be up to actual Skylandering? Kingpin, Sai is designed to learn any skill or ability a Skylander can. Izuku started mumbling again about what Sai could do. Stella then pinched his cheek to get him to stop. Stella, you really need to get your mumbling under control, Icky. Izuku s sorry. Stealth elf, guys. Sai could be what we've been missing to finally beat the Fire Viper simulation. Ian, we shall see. Now while you and Sai train together, Kingpin, Aurora, and I also have some important work to do, the three then left. Sai, so what do we do next, Sky friends? Eri then entered the academy with someone else. Izuku, Eri, why are you here? Eri, sorry, Papa. My new friend and I were just looking around the place. Jetvac, hot dog, why aren't you in class? Hot dog. Because playing with this never-ending bundle of joy is so much more fun. She gives the best head pats. She's my best friend. Eri then hugs Hot Dog, melting everyone's hearts. Sigh, we should leave before they kill us with their pureness. Everyone agreed. Eri, where are you going? Hot Dog, can we come? Both, please. They were both doing the puppy eyes. And no one can resist the puppy eyes. So they let them come with and watch as they went to the edge of the island. Sigh. I know Kingpin says I can do anything a Skylander can, but since I haven't exactly done a single thing yet. Spyro, dude, that's why we're here. To help you as much as you're going to help us. Ergo, we'll start with a little flight instruction, which happened to be my specialty. For obvious reasons, Sigh, heh. Obviously. You're talking about your wings, right? Spyro, exactly. And you've got them too, pal. So if you can fly even a little bit, I'll whip you into shape. Stealth Elf, Stella and I will do the same with our blades. Jetvac, I'll show you and Izuku how to harness the power of the air. Eruptor, I'll teach you too how to burn, baby, burn. Pop Fizz, and I'll show you how to blow up the entire academy. Everyone was looking at him with an unhappy expression. Pop Fizz, or one enemy. No reason to swing for the fences on the first pitch. Sigh, that all sounds great, but I have so many other powers. Maybe we could use some of those too. Like my awesome mashed potato powers. His hands became barrel guns and he shot mashed potatoes out of them. Stealth Elf, easy, big guy. Look, everyone loves a good spud-based superpower, but let's keep it simple and show you how to master your powers that are like ours. Sigh, oh, and I bet that will help you guys solve whatever your problem is as a team too. On top of that, it will give Izuku the chance to learn how to control his elemental magic as well. Spyro, well, that's what Kingpin built you to do. So let's give it a whirl and see what happens. So, ready to go? Sigh, ready for what Exa? Spyro then pushes Sigh off the island as everyone gasps in shock. Spyro, hey. Relax, relax. Trial by fire. I've had this. Spyro away. He jumps after Sigh and teaches him how to fly instantly. Time skip. Stealth Elf and Stella show Sai how to properly use the blades, which he succeeds in perfecting. Time skip. Sai and Izuku pull a bunch of objects towards them. Izuku used his hands to do it, but Sai was sucking in things with his own vac gun, including a sheep. Time skip. Izuku made an explosive potion with his magic element power, and Sai lit it on fire as it was sent hurtling towards the others and exploded on them. But they showed no ill will. Meanwhile, Aurora there? That's the place. Ian, good thinking, Aurora. That's where we should move the core of light to. Time skip. Everyone was getting ready for the simulation once again. Sai, I really appreciate you guys showing me how to use my powers to be more like you. But do you think I helped you with your team problems, though? Eruptor, a good question. But I think we worked pretty well together, making you more like one of us. Stealth Elf, totally. Jetvac, looking at Sai is like looking in a mirror. Pop Fizz, we could be twins. Spyro seconded. Stella, it's like having a brother to me. And there's no better way to show that we've overcome whatever our team issues were than facing that Fire Viper simulation and finally taking it down. They all got in front of Ian and Kingpin. Ian, so Skylanders, are you ready to try your new and hopefully improved hand on the simulation course? Everyone agreed. Kingpin, and I am looking forward to seeing what you have added to this team. Sigh, just wait, Kingpin. Get ready to watch this banana split the bad guys. Jetvac, well punned and all, lad, but maybe tone down the whole catchphrase thing? Ian, Skylanders, fight. He pressed the button and everyone got ready to fight the Fire Viper. Spyro and Sai took to the air and Izuku planned on going with them, but then, flashback, Tashinori, hey, Izuku, what are you doing here? Tashinori, I've come with advice. Think for yourself. You're still trying to imitate me. Flashback and, Izuku, crap. We've been going at this training all wrong. He was then hit by the Fire Viper's tail and sent tumbling towards an already down Spyro. Stealth Elf, Sai. Come on, let's show this overgrown garden snake some real moves. Sai followed Stealth Elf and Stella and started swinging his blades at nothing. He wasn't close enough to the Fire Viper. Stella, Sai, you have to wait until the target is close enough to. The three were hit and sent to where Pop Fizz and Eruptor were. Eruptor, don't worry, buddy. It's time to bring the heat. Pop Fizz, and the Pop, Izuku, we were so wrapped up in training, we forgot that we have to come up with our own strategies to catch the opponent off guard. All we're doing is giving it stuff that we already tried and failed to do. Eruptor fired his magma moves and Sai shot his mashed potatoes at it. When they collided, they veered away from the Fire Viper. Eruptor, no, you're supposed to fire a potion explosion deal. A Pop, Sai, right. Pop fizzed through a potion and Sai did the same. They collided and blew up without reaching the Fire Viper. Pop Fizz, no, Sai. I need one of your flame shots. Sai, you do? But Eruptor said, Pop Fizz, get down. They all ducked from the Fire Viper's fire breath in time. Sai, wow. Close one. Wait, I have just the thing for that, right, JV? Jetvac, do you? Sai brings out his vac gun, but it goes out of control and he sucks everyone in. Ian then stops the simulation and Sai thinks they won. Sai, alright. Go Skylanders. Hoo-hoo. Yes, and so, they got a harsh lecture. Ian, I won't sugarcoat it. The Fire Viper simulation should be a walk in the park for you by now. I am very concerned about the future of this team. Kingpin, Sai's vast skill set should have improved your performance. And working within the team dynamic should have honed your performance. I, too, am greatly concerned. And I fear I may have to take you apart, piece by piece, to get to the root of this problem. Sai's eyes widened. Kingpin, now, if only there were a good thinking spot here at the academy, where I could ponder deep thoughts. Ian, oh. I have just the spot. Sai, I guess being able to do a lot doesn't matter much if you don't know how to use any of it. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. Eruptor, I'm not so sure you were the problem. Sai. Stealth Elf sighs. Stealth Elf, Eruptor's right. Kingpin designed you to help any team and we're more dysfunctional than ever now. Jetvac, which can only mean one thing. Spyro, we're not a team at all. Time skip to the thinking spot. Spyro, I thought I'd always be a Skylander. I've never considered doing anything but that. Stealth Elf, we all thought that. I don't think any one of us has a fallback option. Spyro, do you really always come here to think? Because I literally have never even seen you here before this week. Eruptor, amidst the thinking spot. Spyro, Jetvac, we all come here. Pop Fizz, although now that we're probably not going to be a team anymore, I might stop. I'm thinking of opening a cafe. Artisan coffees, bespoke pastries. That sort of thing. Eruptor sighs. Eruptor. I wonder if there are any volcanoes hiring. Jetvac. Well, I have tenure at the academy, so good luck. Stella. I'm glad you guys have backup plans. But Icky is not taking any of this well. He's calling himself a failure of a hero now for some reason. I get that he's sad about all of this, but I hate seeing him like this. Sigh. I wish I could stay here and truly train, but you heard Sensei Kingpin back to the drawing board for me. Literally. He's gonna take me apart until he figures out why I'm such a loser. Izuku, guys? Spyro, loser? Are you kidding me? With all the great stuff you can do? You're amazing, Stealth Elf, yeah. We're the losers. Our mistake was trying to make you and Izuku like us. Izuku, guys. Stella, maybe that's what bummed Icky out. I'm sure his school taught him that, and he realized too late now. Pop Fizz, guys. Spyro, pop. Seriously, dude, not every cloud in the sky looks like a fire viper. Izuku, if it were a cloud, my danger sense wouldn't be going off. They turned to see. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't resist. Take 2. They turned to see a real fire viper coming after them. Spyro, oh. They started running while dodging flames. Spyro, whoa. They hide behind a rock. Spyro, this is a lot realer than the simulation. The fire viper flies above them, and they run to another rock. Stealth Elf, more real. Spyro, what? Stealth Elf, realer isn't a word. Spyro, not the time. Grammar police. Jetvac, will you two stop bickering and get ready to fight? Stella, what's the point? We already know how this ends. Stealth Elf, yeah, we've thrown everything we have at this thing 1,000,000 times in simulations and we never win. Fire blows in front of the rock they were hiding behind as they run to another rock. Izuku, wait. Flashback. Tamura Shigaraki's body was crumbling away, but before it did, he grabbed Izuku's face one last time. Tamura, here. Take these back. They're your quirks. Not mine. Tamura then gives back the quirks of One for All back to Izuku and he turns to dust. End of flashback. Izuku, I forgot that he gave me back my quirks. We haven't. We've been so busy reusing our powers while I've been trying to utilize my new powers over and over again that we didn't realize we had more in our arsenal. Stella, you're right. We have some people with their own unique powers to go with ours. Sigh, what do you mean, Stella? Spyro, we need you and Izuku to do what it is you guys do best. They avoid getting rammed by the fire viper and get behind the rock. Spyro, whatever makes you different than us. Maybe that's the missing ingredient we need to finally take this bad boy down. They avoid the fire viper again and get behind another rock. Sigh, what makes me different? Okay, but what is that? Eruptor picks up the rock and moves further away. Izuku, whatever it is that's not like anyone else. We each do what we do best. Simple as that. No more imitating anyone to become like them. We come up with our own way of working things out. Eruptor drops the rock and everyone gets in front of it to avoid the fire viper. Jetvac, and maybe together, we can win. Even if that means the occasional catchphrase. Sai smiles and brings out his vac gun. Sai, hawk and aw, baby. Jetvac, I'm calling that catchphrase. It's mine. Sai, let's go bananas. He then launches himself with a large gust of air sent to the ground and Spyro follows him. Jetvac, bit of a groaner, but I'll allow it. The fire viper shoots out fire but Sai uses his vac gun to suck it in. Sai, Spyro, show this lizard how to make a real fire. Spyro, I'm all fired up. Hey, did I just catchphrase? Sai, you did. Now flame on. Spyro inhales deeply and shoots the fire viper in the eye. It screeches and growls in pain. Stella then gets dropped on the back of the fire viper by Izuku using float. She then slides down and cuts off the wings. Stella, pierce the blue sky, blaze of purgatory. Spyro, pop. Eruptor. Blow it up. Eruptor, born to burn. He shoots a bunch of fire at it. Pop fizz, motion of the potion. He throws 2 potions at the fire viper and they explode on it. However, in its pain, Sai and Stella fell off. Luckily, they were saved by Stealth Elf. Izuku then gets in front of the fire viper and Izuku then uses his fire element and sets it on fire. Izuku, I saw from the fight that although you breathe fire, you aren't immune to it. So I decided to do things my own way. Black Whip with FA genes stored inside a boosted binding combo I call Black Chain. But now that I know how to control my powers thanks to my new friends, I infused it with the fire element to make it even stronger. I call it Fire Black Chain. Plus Ultra! Izuku then slams the Fire Viper painfully into the ground and it unleashes another fire attack. Luckily, Jetvac got in front of the others. Jetvac, Hawk and all. He blasts a powerful gust of air at the fire, and the Fire Viper. Spyro, let's finish him off. Skylanders. Sigh guys? May I do the honors? Izuku, go ahead. Sigh, mashed potato power. He shoots a bunch of mashed potatoes at the Fire Viper and knocks it out. Sigh lands on its stomach. Sigh, I'm the real Peel. The others go to him and start celebrating. Izuku, we did it. We are a team. Ian, indeed you are. Aurora then hugs Izuku too tight. Aurora, I'm so proud of you, my baby boy. Izuku, M_O_Y_M_O_Y_U_R_R_E_U_R_R_T_R_I_N_G_M. Snap. Izuku, AARRRGH. Yeah, she snapped his spine. Aurora, Izuku. I'm so sorry. Then a new symbol appeared on Izuku's hand. Izuku's spine then healed instantly. Izuku, wow. I feel so much better. Why couldn't I have awakened this power earlier? Ian, anyway. If you defeated an actual Fire Viper, then I can finally say you passed the simulation with flying colors. Congratulations, Spyro. Sai did exactly what you built him to do, Kingpin. Figure out what it was we were missing all along, Kingpin. And what was that? Izuku, remembering that teamwork is much more important than our own individual powers. It's like when I use Black Chain. I can't only use it when I combine Black Whip and FA Gene together. If they are used separately, they aren't as powerful. Same goes for us. We can't win if we don't use our powers together. Kingpin, Sai, you have proven that you are exactly the warrior we designed you to be. I never doubted you. Sai smiles. Eri, but you did. I heard you say that you were going to take him apart. Please don't be an overhaul. Kingpin, what? Ian, your guess is as good as mine and Aurora's. I guess little girls are. Aurora, speak for yourself, Uncle Ian. I know what she means. Ian, huh? Izuku then explains to them Eri's past. Hot dog, oh, that is just messed up. Did you make him pay? Izuku, big time. Hot dog then nuzzled Eri as she giggled. Kingpin, now I see what she meant. I apologize, Eri. Eri, it's okay. Sigh, well, it felt great to finally help the team figure out its missing link. Kingpin, and you shall do so again, Sigh. There will surely be other Skylanders across the realm that will need your help in due time. Sigh, hey, you never did figure out your catchphrase, did you? Stealth Elf, oh, I've had my own catchphrase for years. I just don't use it. Eri, cool. So you're the silent but deadly type. Stealth Elf squints. Eri, was that your catchphrase? Sorry, Ms. Elf. Stealth Elf smiles. Stealth Elf, ah. I could never be mad at you, Eri. Hot dog, me too? Stealth Elf, did you forget the time you buried my blades? Hot dog, no. Tried to, yes. Shudders. Later, Ian. And now to move the core of light. He turns a valve, and the island that the core of light is on completely vanishes. Sheep are nothing to be afraid of. Our protagonists are using the training grounds. Stealth Elf and Izuku were doing better than everyone else. Ian, take notes, students. Ian, see how Stealth Elf and Izuku strike with precision? And their reflexes, unparalleled. The two were blazing through the obstacles with ease. The others not so much. Ian, you guys are doing good too. Stealth Elf makes it to the end a split second before Izuku. Stealth Elf, huh? Thought there'd be more to it than that. Izuku, I thought so too. Ian, congratulations, Stealth Elf. You've set a new record. Eruptor, way to go, Elfie. Eruptor slams into a wall. Stealth Elf, thanks. But never let your guard down in the middle of a training simulation. Spyro lifts him up as the others make it. Ian, words to live by. And you displayed remarkable resourcefulness in the battlefield. That's why I'd like you, Stealth Elf, to do a skills, elements, and defense talk. Stealth Elf, me? Spyro, whoa, a SED talk? That's huge. Eruptor, seriously, Elfie, congratulations. What an honor. Jetvac, yes, well, typically SED talks come from graduates of distinction and accomplishment and a certain amount of experience. Pop Fizz, I'm sure he'll ask you someday, dude. Stealth Elf, this is just wow. I'll do my best. Ian, I have full faith that the minds of these young, impressionable cadets are in good hands. Stealth Elf gulps. Izuku, I know that expression all too well. Ian, class dismissed. Eruptor, I'm so excited for you. Are you excited? I can't tell because your eyes don't have pupils. It makes you very hard to read. Spyro, you must be the youngest Skylander to ever do a SED talk. It's usually, old Skylanders with fake hips, Pop Fizz, or middle-aged Skylanders with fake legs. Why do so many SED talkers have missing limbs? Stealth Elf. Probably because they were all wounded defending the Skylands in brave, heroic battles. Jetvac. Is that what I'm missing? Not missing a limb? Because I don't need my tail. Stella. That's not what she means. They then hear Hugo screaming and running from a sheep. Izuku, what's with him? Stealth Elf. Hugo's afraid of sheep. Hugo. Get away, you blanched beast of burden. He then runs off. It was the next morning and Stealth Elf was already up and throwing tons of blades at a target in the class. Pop Fizz, morning, Elfie. You're up early. Stealth Elf. Never slept. Pop Fizz, of course. You're prepping for your SED talk by throwing blades? Stealth Elf, yup. Obviously, she keeps throwing blades. Jetvac, yes. Keeping your mind as sharp as a blade. That was good. Feel free to use that. Spyro, you don't need to. You're gonna crush it. Eruptor, good thing too, because guess what we did? Both, we made flyers and invited everyone we know. Pop Fizz, and some randos that we don't know. Probably doesn't mean as much, but they're coming. Stealth Elf, wow. You guys really didn't have to do that. Spyro, sure we did. 'Cause you're gonna drop some knowledge bombs and everyone will be blown up by them. Eruptor, this is why you're not giving a SED talk. Spyro, not arguing with that. Stealth Elf, that was really sweet, guys. Anytime. I mean, probably just this one time because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Stealth Elf, yup. That's why I'm gonna be amazing. Izuku, guys, I think you're putting too much pressure on her. She's clearly nervous, so the last thing we need is to make her feel more nervous. Erupto. Good point. Spyro then sees a sheep and hides behind Eruptor. Spyro, get it away from me. Eruptor, don't hide behind me. I don't want to be any closer to it than you are. They hide behind Stealth Elf. Stealth Elf, is this a joke? What are you guys doing? Eruptor, don't let it get us, Elf. Spyro, whispers please. Stealth Elf, since when are you two scared of sheep? Have you been hanging out with Hugo or something? Eruptor, they're hurting us. They're hurting us. Stealth Elf, whoa, it's okay. I've got you guys. She leads the sheep away from them. Jetvac, Elf, you don't have time for this. You have a SED talk to prepare for. Don't get distracted. I just realized sheep are terrifying. Stella, I agree. Get them away. She jumps into Izuku's arms, causing him to blush. Izuku, even you? I knew something bad was happening when I saw Eri crying about sheep, considering that she loves animals. Stealth Elf, at least you aren't scared. We better figure out what's happening to them. Pop Fizz, what's happening is we've spent our whole lives being irrationally brave around sheep. Stealth Elf, really? All of you? Izuku, something is seriously up. If only Tsukachi was here. Meanwhile, Tsukachi, HCHO. Sniff, is someone talking about me? Back with the others. Jetvac, don't worry about us. Work on your SEDAH. Sheep. Oh, it was just a cloud. I thought it was a sky sheep. Later, Stealth Elf and Izuku were walking through the front of the academy while Stealth Elf was holding a sheep. Everyone was running away the moment they saw it. Stealth Elf, what is going on here? Izuku, sheepophobia is pervasive. Almost everyone's been affected. But why is it that Stealth Elf and I aren't? Stealth Elf holds up the sheep and everyone runs away. Later, Izuku, what is it about sheep that terrifies you? Roller Brawl, it's their eyes. Spyro, definitely the wool. They just grow their own sweaters. What is that? Eruptor, it's the fact that it's a sheep. By the way, we made signs for your SED talk. Stealth Elf, oh. You shouldn't have The image was of a nuke with Stealth Elf making a peace sign. Talk about ironic. Spyro, knowledge bombs. Stealth Elf, when did you first realize your fear? Jetvac, yesterday. I woke up and knew they're the scourge of the Skylands. Dreamcatcher, yesterday. Can I go now? Pop Fizz, their cloven hooves are harbingers of doom. Stealth Elf, okay. That wasn't my question, but thank you for your time. Later that night, Izuku and Stealth Elf were working on finding out what was causing all of this as Jetvac comes in. Jetvac, hey Stealth Elf, I thought of another SED quote. When life gives you lemons, you have to ask, when did life get hands and take up lemons farming? Izuku, two things. 1. That seems more like a terrible joke rather than a quote. 2. We're pretty busy right now. Jetvac, yes, I can see. You see, really preoccupied with this hole. He then sees a picture of a sheep and screams, Jetvac, sorry. I looked at a picture, and it just felt so real. Stealth elf, see? I just know that someone is doing this to the Skylanders. If our enemies find out we have this random fear, they could use it to destroy us. Solving this is really important. Jetvac, so is giving a SED talk. It's a huge honor. Stealth elf, I know. I've been to every SED since I was a junior cadet. Jetvac, then why aren't you thinking about it at all? Stealth elf, I am. It's all I can think about. I haven't slept in days. Oh, you want to know why I'm so desperate to solve this sheep thing? Because I know I don't deserve to be giving one of these talks. Jetvac stepped back a bit, and Stealth elf realized what she just said and sighs. Jetvac, Stealth elf, what are you talking about? You absolutely deserve to do a SED talk. Izuku, not to her. I know where she's coming from. When I was finally ready to accept my quirk, I thought to myself that I don't deserve it. To others I was worthy. To myself, not really. The same is going on with Elf. To you guys, she deserves it. But not to her. Stealth elf, he's right. I mean, think about all the Skylanders who have done it before. Cobalt, the brave, Sharon, the victorious, Edwin the meek at first but eventually brave and victorious. They all have these distinguished titles. And I'm just me. Jetvac, I see. You're hoping to become Stealth Elf, the sheep vanquisher. Stealth Elf, well, something cooler than that, but you get the idea. Izuku, well, you don't really need a title to deserve to take a SED talk. Just like how you don't need a hero name to be a pro hero in my world. Stealth Elf, you don't? Izuku, no. I have this classmate. His name is Shoto Todoroki. He didn't want to make a hero name for himself, so he just stuck with Shoto. But he still is on the way to becoming a pro hero. Besides, only you can jump the hurdles that you made. Jetvac, wow! That's a good one. I need to step it up. Izuku, you're missing the point. Look, there's a reason my school's motto is Go Beyond, plus Ultra! And that reason is because a pro hero, or in this case, a Skylander, should always go beyond their limits to achieve new heights. So as Skylanders, you guys should do that. Stealth Elf, thanks Izuku. For all that. You really are Master Ian's great nephew. And JV? Could you do me one more favor? Could you not tell anyone? Jetvac, of course. Just call me Jetvac, the non-teller. Oh no, that's a terrible name. I won't tell anyone if you promise never to call me Jetvac the non-teller. Stealth Elf, deal. Time skip to morning. Stealth Elf, what is it that all the victims have in common that at least one of us don't? Izuku, it all started at the dorms. And it happened overnight. So our villain must be a student. But how are they doing it? What is it that the victims all have in common? The door then knocks. Airy Papa? Auntie Elf? I made you some pancakes. I didn't want you to go hungry. I put a little smiley face on them. She slides the pancakes to them. Stealth Elf, it's morning already? Guess I forgot to sleep again. Izuku, sleep, wait, that's IT. Izuku opens the door and hugs Eri. Izuku, thanks Eri. Eri, I'm glad you like my pancakes, Papa. Uncle Spyro taught me how to make them. She then leaves to thank Spyro for teaching her how to make pancakes. Izuku, okay, Dreamcatcher. Age 14. In the real world, she's not that strong. But in the dream realm, she can do just about anything. She must have haunted the dreams of everyone, and since you never went to sleep, you couldn't be affected. Stealth Elf. But why weren't you affected then? Izuku, trust me, Stealth Elf, I have seen, defeated, and was almost killed by way worse. Stealth Elf. Like what? Izuku, overhaul. Had he touched me, just once, I would be a huge splatter of blood. Stealth Elf. Okay, noted. We better go to sleep. Izuku, hi. They lie down and close their eyes. Stealth Elf. Ugh. Solving a case gives me such a rush. Might take a minute. Then she falls asleep and the two land in the training area. Izuku, this is the dream realm? Not what I expected. Stealth Elf, come on. Izuku follows after Stealth Elf until they come across a giant sheep. Giant sheep, hello, Stealth Elf and Izuku Midoriya. Yes, you're right. You are small, insignificant. You have no knowledge to impart. You're nothing, a nobody. Stealth Elf shakes those words out of her head. As for Izuku, he didn't look fazed in the slightest. Izuku, come out, Dreamcatcher. We know it's you. The giant sheep turns back into Dreamcatcher, who laughs maniacally. Stealth Elf, you're the one behind everyone's sheepophobia. Two blue hands appear and start clapping. Dreamcatcher, yay for you. You figured it out. Izuku, why would you do this though? Dreamcatcher, because being good is so boring. Especially when you get to hang out in the dream realm. You can do anything you want. She transforms into a giant. Okay, I don't know what this bug is, but it's huge. Dreamcatcher, the real world's full of lame goody two shoes, like Ian and my parents. She transforms into, I'm guessing, a butterfly? It's the same thing but with wings. Dreamcatcher, they thought they could reform me by sending me to this stupid school. But sometimes you just gotta do you. And I'm super evil. Besides, watching you all run away from sheep? Hilarious. Although I don't know why it never worked on Izuku. Maybe I should go into his head and find out. Izuku's eyes widened in worry. Izuku, Dreamcatcher? I know how you feel about us, but I'm telling you this for your own good. Do not look into my head. Trust me, you don't want to know what's going on inside it. Dreamcatcher, nah. Ignoring his warning, she looks into his head and, Dreamcatcher, W8. What is AH? Is that thing made out of slime? What the buck? Is your arm supposed to even bend that way? Whoa, is the a humanoid bird with its brain exposed? Oh god. Why do you keep breaking your bones like this? Where is that guy's face? He's like a potato. Did that spike just impale that guy in the chest? Holy shit. All that damage by simply touching the ground? Whoa, wait. Is that even a human? That thing's fingers has heads at the end. Not wanting to look any further, she stopped looking into his head and threw up a little. Dreamcatcher, what the buck? Izuku, I tried to warn you. But you didn't listen. Stealth Elf, what did she see? Izuku, trust me, you don't want to know. Stealth Elf decided to take Izuku's word for it as Dreamcatcher finally recovered and got back up. Stealth Elf, well, this stops now. Dreamcatcher, nah. Since you figured out it was me, I'm just gonna have to keep you here forever. I can't have either of you ruining my fun. She summoned a bunch of laughing sheep and the platform they were on disappeared, sending them falling to another platform where Dreamcatcher was waiting for them. Stealth Elf, I don't understand. Dreamcatcher, let me break it down for you. This is the dream realm, where I have ultimate power over you because you're asleep for as long as I want you to be. Haha. And I can do stuff like this. She put Stealth Elf in a clown costume. Izuku, really? That's just childish. Dreamcatcher, ha. Sorry, it's like super hard to take you seriously with those shoes. Izuku, shoes? That's what she's laughing at. They run after her but are blocked by a wall. They jump off the wall but are deflected by a sheep Dreamcatcher created. Dreamcatcher, did you seriously not hear the part about me being the ultimate power in the dream realm? Stealth Elf, oh, we heard you. But we have friends to save and a SED talk to give. I'm not giving up. They jump as the platform disappears again. Stealth Elf lands on the sheep and Izuku uses float. They charge at Dreamcatcher only to get hit by a pie, sending Stealth Elf falling down. Izuku went after her as Dreamcatcher laughed while still trying to rid her mind of what she saw in Izuku's head. Worst mistake of her life. Meanwhile, Pop Fizz, I can't wait to hear Elf's SED talk. Eruptor, I know, right? Eruptor and Spyro start chanting only to realize that she isn't there yet. Ian, has anyone seen Elf or Izuku? Eruptor, nope. But that may be because I've been hiding out in my room, avoiding sheep. Ian, okay. Eri, I haven't seen them since Papa weirdly hugged me and thanked me for some reason. Ian, well, until she and Izuku arrive, I don't suppose any of you have something you would like to give a talk on. No one said anything. Stella, how about I do one? Ian, go ahead. Back to Stealth Elf, Izuku, and Dreamcatcher. Stealth Elf and Izuku were taking care of all these pies. Stealth Elf, you can't just. She slices another pie. Stealth Elf, mess with Skylanders in their dreams. Another one. Stealth Elf, because it's fun. Dreamcatcher, what are you talking about? That's literally the perfect reason to do it. Then all the pies turn into sheep and surround the two. Sheep 1, your SED talk was gonna stink anyway. Sheep 2, you can't salve your friends. Sheep 3, you're nothing. The sheep then close in on her until, Stealth Elf, you win. The sheep are right. Maybe it's a good thing I'm missing my SED talk. I can't even beat you in my own dream. Dreamcatcher laughs at this. Izuku, own dream? Wait, own dream. Izuku gets up, which confuses Dreamcatcher until Izuku transmission. Izuku then grabs Stealth Elf and does it again. Stealth Elf, What the? Izuku then brings his hand up and all the sheep are lifted into the air and started glowing blue. Stealth Elf. Oh, I get it. Dreamcatcher. What's going on? Stealth Elf. You can't be all-powerful in our dream. It's happening in our heads. That's our property. The sheep turn into swords which are still glowing blue as Izuku launches them at Dreamcatcher at speeds faster than sound itself. Dreamcatcher was stuck to a bullseye board and then heard the sound. Dreamcatcher? The sound came later? She then turns the swords into bubbles. Dreamcatcher, I need to turn those into butterflies that match my bow, but no matter. But then, Izuku showed up out of nowhere and caught her off guard as she got punched by him. Izuku, second gear. Izuku, third gear. Izuku, top gear. Dreamcatcher was sent flying. And she was then wrapped in a bunch of black chains, leaving her immobile. Dreamcatcher, gah. No! I'm supposed to be all-powerful in the dream realm. Like, seriously, how many times do I have to say it? Stealth Elf changes back to normal. Stealth Elf, I guess if I believed that you would be. But I don't. Wake up, Elf and Izuku. The two then wake up and find Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher, oh. Hey you two. So, you feeling rested? No crazy dreams, I hope. Izuku wraps her up in Black Whip immediately. Dreamcatcher, oh, come on, back with everyone else. Stella, and that's how Ikki and I met. Before she could continue, she saw Izuku and Stealth Elf slowly descending from what looked to be a balloon of some kind, but was actually Dreamcatcher in a sack with a ball and chain on her teeth. Stealth Elf, hi everybody. The two jump off and Izuku goes to his seat. Stealth Elf, my SED talk is about hitting your mark. What is a mark exactly? It can be anything. A target, a villain, an annoying cousin named Mark. Everyone laughed at that. Pop Fizz, I, too, have an annoying cousin named Mark. So relatable. Stealth Elf, but for me, it was a goal. You see, when I was asked to do this SED talk, I didn't think I was worried of it. I mean, what could I say to inspire a bunch of cadets when it feels like I just graduated yesterday? Eruptor, that's not true, Elfie. You're awesome. Stealth Elf, thanks E. But I had to believe it for myself. She brings out her blades. Stealth Elf, these blades? Not a big deal. You know, I train with them, I fight with them, and I've cut apples with them. Jetvac, this is a metaphor, I just know it. Stealth Elf. But just because these babies haven't won an epic battle doesn't mean they can't. Just because they mostly hit practice dummies doesn't mean they won't defeat our greatest enemies someday. They don't have to do those things to be amazing, because I already know they are amazing. You're more than one achievement. You're the sum of everything you do, every day. And as long as you believe you can do something, and you can go after it with all you've got, you'll be surprised what you're capable of. She throws a bunch of apples and hits them all in the bullseye targets from the area wall with her blades. Stealth Elf, and knowing you can do it is the key to hitting your mark. Everyone cheered for her SED talk. Dreamcatcher yay. Or whatever. Stealth Elf. Oh, also, Izuku and I caught this villain who's been crashing your dreams to make you all scared of sheep. She reveals Dreamcatcher. Stealth Elf. But as long as you remember you're the most powerful in your own head, she can't get to you. They cheer again. Hugo, wow. My whole life, I thought I had a deep-seated fear of sheep, but I don't. Then he sees a sheep and freaks out. Hugo, I was wrong. Get away, you terrifying cotton ball of calamity. He then runs away. Dreamcatcher, oh, I hate to admit it, but this is the most non-boring SED talk I've ever been to. Stealth Elf, oh, thank you. The sheep thing added a really nice button. So you know you helped. Dreamcatcher, does this mean I can go back to being a cadet, and we can pretend this never happened and you don't have to tell my parents? Stealth Elf, oh heck no. You're going to jail, Ian, and you're expelled, and I'm calling your parents. She groans and then Cows and Glumshanks show up in the middle of the area from their teleportation device. Cows, yes. Jackpot. He then realizes his predicament. Glumshanks, what an evil genius you are, sir. Your mother couldn't help but be proud. Can you please take us away already? Spyro, sure. But popping up in a room of Skylanders? Not that I'm complaining, but what was the plan here, guys? Glumshanks, oh, believe me, there wasn't one. Later, Jetvac, well done, Stealth Elf. I'm glad that when you look in the mirror, you finally see what we've seen in your reflection. Izuku, do you mean she finally sees herself as the great person we say she is? Jetvac, exactly. Spyro, you got all that? Izuku, yeah. Dreamcatcher, ugh. I'm a Skylander. We do nice things for each other, and kiss puppies, and chase rainbows. Gross, Stella, whatever. You don't have to be around us anymore because you've got a one-way ticket to Cloudcracker Prison. Dreamcatcher, fine. At least there I won't be surrounded by boring losers. Cows, so true, prison buddy. We'll become fast friends, and when we get out, I'll let you play with my evil action figures. Even the limited edition ones. I had to send away for them. And then you have to go get the doorbusters at the toy store. It takes forever. As he said that, the helicopter came to them and kaboomed threw Dreamcatcher into the cage while Glumshanks carried Cows over to the cage and he got in as well. The helicopter then left and the others went to get some pie. Cloudcracker Prison, Izuku, Stella, Spyro, Stealth Elf, and Eruptor have arrived for duty in Cloudcracker Prison. They were leading Cows, Glumshanks, and Dreamcatcher to their new homes. They all agreed to not bring Eri along. That's a terrible idea, Spyro, here we are, jerks. Cloudcracker Prison? Your new home. Eruptor, word of advice. Don't drop the soap. Glumshanks, why? Stealth Elf scoffs. Izuku, because prison soap is expensive. Glumshanks, this is going to be a nightmare, sir. Locked away behind bars of steelime and chromium and Izuku, traptanium. Glumshanks, huh? Izuku, this place has traptanium all over the place. It's nearly impossible to destroy and is very dangerous. Glumshanks, dangerous how? Izuku, I tell you, but I don't trust Cows and Dreamcatcher to use it to their advantage. Glumshanks, so, this is barbaric. Inhumane. It's, Cows, magnificent. Some of the vilest villains in Skylands, aka my soon-to-be associates, are imprisoned within these walls. And I can't wait to cause chaos, the CH kind, with all of them. Then, some slop fell on him and Glumshanks, I hope that was prison soap. Izuku shrugged. Now Izuku, Stella, Spyro, Stealth Elf, and Eruptor were in Snapshot's office. Snapshot, welcome to Cloudcracker Prison. As you know, all new Skylanders are required to serve a day of guard duty here, at the prison. Master Ian believes it's the best way to expose you to the worst of the worst you'll face in our universe. Spyro, bring on the bad guys. Snapshot, soon enough, Spyro. And the best way to keep them all in line? He points to his badge. Snapshot, this beauty. Eruptor, a shiny commemorative prison brooch. Izuku, it's a badge. Not a brooch. Snapshot, he's correct. And they're all equipped with a chip that emits a powerful freezing ray. He gave them all badges. Snapshot, give it a tap and an inmate is rendered completely immobile. Spyro, cool. Can I try it out, Snapshot? Izuku, Spyro. Snapshot, be my guest, Spyro. Stella, what? He buzzed it and froze an inmate eating his food. He tried to tap it again, but Snapshot stopped him. Snapshot, that's enough, Spyro. If you happen to slip and give your badge a double tap, it will administer the toughest punishment we have. Stella, that being? Snapshot, if you encounter someone who is really causing trouble, tapping twice will send a prisoner straight to solitary confinement. Otherwise known as the hole. Spyro, whoa! That place sounds scary. Stella, it does? Snapshot, it is, when I say it in my scary voice. The hole. But luckily for you three, the prisoners rarely act out enough to deserve going there. Now remember, Cloudcracker Prison is a hornet's nest of nefarious villainy. Guard duty is no walk in the park. To do the job right, you must read the prison rules and regulations guides. He hands them some coupons, but they think this is what they're supposed to read. Izuku, these? Snapshot, these are 20% off coupons from Bird Bath and beyond. I get like 9 of these things a week. He points to the guides, which are the size of dictionaries. Snapshot, those are the guides. Izuku, oh. That makes more sense. Stella, and oh, it doesn't. Eruptor, yeah, I'm more of a film adaptation type. Snapshot, now then. While every prisoner here is dangerous, there are a few that are the cream of the crud. Izuku, do you have pictures of them so we know what to look out for? He took out his notebook. Snapshot, where did that even come from? Stella, don't bother. He won't give a clear answer. Snapshot, well, I will. Yes, I do. He takes out a file with their pictures from his desk. Snapshot, first up, there's Wolfgang. Snapshot, his evil bone harp can turn anyone who hears its rocking tunes into a mindless drone to do his bidding. Izuku, seems it only works if you hear it. If you can block your ears, you'll be okay. Snapshot, next is Pepper Jack. Snapshot, once the finest chef in all the Skylands, until he decided to use his culinary powers to try and destroy his enemies from the inside out. Izuku, best be careful about what we eat. Snapshot, then there's Broccoli Guy. They all look at Izuku. Izuku, not funny, guys. Everyone sorry. Snapshot, he wields the power of healing and being highly annoying, which is quite lethal in its own right. Izuku, I'm more concerned about his healing abilities. Snapshot, then we have Chompy Mage. Snapshot, a deranged wizard who thinks he's, well, a chompy. Best not to get any digits too close to his or his puppet's mouth. Izuku, odd, but he probably has control over chompies or something. Snapshot, and most dangerous of all, the Golden Queen. Snapshot, she can turn anything or anyone into gold. Izuku, that's definitely dangerous, but Shigaraki could turn anything and anyone into dust. Snapshot, never let her out of your sight, as she is the shrewd and cunning leader of this motley crew, who call themselves the Doom Raiders. They are always up to no good, believe you me. Later, Spyro, alright guys, let's crush this assignment. I know we'd rather be out in Skylands taking down evildoers, but I'm sure if we're on top of our game, this will be an easy, uneventful day. Stealth Elf, I hope so. The inmates here sound pretty hardcore. Stella, that's why we should keep reading these rule guides. Izuku, yeah? I agree. Stealth Elf, done. Super speed reading for the win. Then the alarm went off. Eruptor, what's that? Fire drill? Prison riot? Emergency exit door ajar? Stealth Elf, page 87, article 14, code 7A says, no inmate shall refer to the color orange as the new black without authorized written permission. Stella, what? Izuku, I think you mean this. Page 569, article 92, code 23ZZ, the siren that alerts the prisoners it's time for yard duty. Spyro opens the door. Spyro, okay, team, let's get out there and, Izuku guard? Spyro guard. They went out into the courtyard and eventually saw someone fraternizing with a squirrel. Stealth Elf, whoa, inmate. No fraternizing with the rodents. Page 107, subsection 7C of the manual. Prisoner, he's not a rodent, he's my best furry little friend. Stella, back talking? Page 802, article 73. Infraction, she froze him with her badge. Prisoner, not again. Avenge me, Dougie. The squirrel tried to attack them, but Izuku captured him with Black Whip. Izuku, attempted assault. To the hole. He double-tapped his badge and sent the prisoner to the hole. Izuku, did we do that right? Snapshot, indeed you did. But I'm shocked at how that inmate was acting out. It's unlike him and his squirrel. Keep your guard up, Skylanders and Portal Masters. Something is afoot. I can feel it. Unfortunately, the Doom Raiders saw this and decided to come up with a plan. Later, the team was on a video call with Pop Fizz and Jetvac. They were in a massive fight. Pop Fizz guard duty, huh? Yep, remember that. Whoa. Not exciting, but something we gotta do, dudes. Jetvac pushed him out of the way and took the pad they were talking on. Jetvac, exactly. But don't worry, you're not missing much on this side. It's just another routine day over here. Izuku, are you guys okay? What's going on? Pop Fizz took the pad. Pop Fizz, oh. We're just facing Gulper, the gelatinous giant. Pretty much the greatest battle ever. Assuming we make it out alive, we'll see you guys back at the academy. Later, he hung up. Eruptor, an epic battle against Gulper and we're stuck here. Izuku, one day, Eruptor. Then we get back to our normal lives. Later with Spyro. Spyro, cell check. Prisoner, step aside. Chompy Mage, oh, hi there. Yeah, look, I'm so sorry. Someone left this in our cell. He showed him a sword. Chompy. And I was totally about to give it to you. Chompy puppet voice in the face. He tried to slash Spyro into pieces, but he dodged it and sent them to the hole. With Stealth Elf. Pepperjack, hey, guard hungry? He threw food at Stealth Elf, but she teleported out of the way and it hit Glumshanks instead. Stealth Elf, you need a timeout, chef. Pepperjack, you gonna freeze me, guard? Ooh, I'm so scared. He threw more food at her, but she teleported behind him. Stealth Elf, alright, you asked for it. Pepperjack, I sure did. Stealth Elf, to the hole. She sent him to the hole. With Izuku, Dreamcatcher tried to attack him from behind, but thanks to Danger Sense, he dodged her. Izuku, nice try, Dreamcatcher. He froze her. Dreamcatcher, damn it. Izuku started to leave, but, Dreamcatcher, you worthless Portal Master. Izuku, what did you call me? Dreamcatcher flinched at this terrifying gaze. And the rest of the inmates around her were not faring much better, as he slowly walked towards her. But then he stopped and dropped the expression. Izuku, no. I'm better than this. He took a deep breath and calmed down. Izuku, to the hole. He sent her to the hole. With Eruptor. Eruptor, what's the meaning of this? Wolfgang. Just using my sweet bone harp to entrance my fellow inmates so they'll do whatever I say. Eruptor, huh? That doesn't sound so bad. Wolfgang, oh, it's not. But the part where I say, attack that lunk-headed lava punk, has real potential. Attack that lunk-headed lava punk. The inmates went to attack him. Eruptor, you can't turn inmates into mindless drones. He tossed a couple of inmates aside. Eruptor, to the hole. He sent Wolfgang to the hole. Later, Stella. So, you guys had to send prisoner to the hole? Stealth Elf, yep. They were all seriously out of control. Izuku, I might have almost killed Dreamcatcher. Stella, did she call you worthless? Izuku, yes. Eruptor, yikes. Childhood trauma? Izuku, yeah. Stella stopped at Broccoli Guy's cell. Stella, inmate doing nothing, no contraband visible. Broccoli Guy, great. And I'll just brush my teeth in front of you with this innocent-looking toothbrush. Izuku, that's not a toothbrush. That's a normal brush. Stella, those bristles are not regulation. She opened the cell door. Izuku, wait, Stella. That's not a violation. Broccoli Guy, it's not? Oh, okay. Come closer, open your mouths. Did you know broccoli is bad for you? He tried to charge at the two, but failed miserably because Izuku held him in place. Stella, attempted assault by a healthy side dish? To the hole. She trouble tapped her badge, but he was floating, so he wasn't falling in until Izuku slammed his fist down on his head and sent him into the hole. Skylanders, nice job. Golden Queen, well, aren't you all just so tough? They walked over to her cell. Spyro, we're Skylanders, inmate. And they're portal masters. And you'd be wise not to get on our bad side. She only laughs. Golden Queen, Skylanders and portal masters. Please. Oh my. You're here for one day. You 5 snot-nosed rookies can't intimidate the most dangerous villain in this entire prison. Stealth Elf, are you trying to get sent to the hole? Izuku, wait, trying to. Golden Queen, do you think that worries me in the slightest? I am the Golden Queen. I rule this place. And as soon as my Doom Raiders and I are free again, I'll rule all of you too, turning you into golden trophies forevermore. Spyro, that's it, lady. Stella to Stealth Elf, the Eruptor, hole. They sent her to the hole and the prison lockdown siren went off. Izuku, the prison lockdown siren. Let's go. They rushed over to where Cows was, and he took a guard's badge and was holding him hostage. Cows, stay back, or the guard gets it. Izuku, easy, Cows. Stealth Elf, this only ends one way for you. Badly. Cows, not this time, Skydorks. You see, I'm now in with the Golden Queen and her gang, which means we run this place. Eruptor, good luck with that. They're all in the hole together spending quality time thinking about their poor life choices. Cows, but wait, they were supposed to meet me here after I took this guard hostage and sounded the alarm. Stealth Elf teleported to Cows and took his badge. Stealth Elf, change of plans, fathead. Cows, can you send me there too? Stealth Elf, you got it. Izuku, wait. She shoved Cows in front of Stella, and she sent him to the hole. Eruptor, you okay? Guard, I think so. Did you say you sent all the Doom Raiders to the hole? Izuku, I knew it. There's a problem with that, isn't there? Later in Snapshot's office. Snapshot, you did what? You can't send more than one inmate to the hole at a time. They can use their powers together down there. Did I not tell you that? Izuku, no. No, you didn't. If we knew something so important, we never would have done that. Snapshot, shoot. I'm slipping in my old age. I've been on this job so long, I didn't think to reinforce the danger of the hole. I mean, it's not even in the rule books because it's just something that every guard knows. Spyro, sorry, Snapshot. Stealth Elf, we were just trying to do a good job. Eruptor, guess we let our nerves about not messing up get the best of us. Snapshot, I need to gather up all the guards and get down to the hole ASAP, to stop those convicts before we have a real situation on our hands. He left. Izuku, guys, we need to make things right. Stella, Spyro, Eruptor, and Stealth Elf, to the hole? Izuku, to the hole. He double-tapped his badge to make a portal to the hole appear. Everyone, Skylanders unite. They all jumped down into the portal. They ended up in the hole. Izuku, look! They saw the Doom Raiders and Cows were combining their powers to make a wormhole. Golden Queen, Skylanders? Destroy them. Izuku, ready everyone? Stella, ready Icky. Chompy Mage and Eruptor charged at each other, but danger sense went off and Izuku saw what Wolfgang was about to do. Izuku, everyone cover your ears. They did that, but they were still struggling with Wolfgang, who was playing his bone harp. Eruptor, it's so pretty and painful. Pretty painful. Izuku, smokescreen. Wolfgang, what the? I can't see. Izuku rushed over the where Wolfgang should have been and kicked him, making him get sent into a wall and dropped his bone harp, which Izuku took away from him and threw it at Chompy Mage, breaking it and sending him back. Wolfgang, no! Not my bone harp! How did you even do that, kid? Izuku, as if I'd say anything to you. Golden Queen, everyone, take out those fools. They all launched their powers at the team. Except for Broccoli Guy and Wolfgang, Stella and Spyro created a fire wall to block it. Golden Queen shot golden beams from her eyes at the ground to make it so if they touch the ground when it's golden, they too will become gold. Izuku 7th. Izuku jumped and grabbed everyone except for the flying Spyro with Black Whip and pulled them up. Izuku, float. Then the Doom Raiders noticed that the wormhole is closing. Most of them got into the wormhole as Izuku let everyone down. Eruptor, how are we gonna stop them? Izuku, wait. Our badges. Maybe we can aim them at the wormhole and freeze it before they escape. Stella, worth a shot. Izuku on 3. 1, 2. Eruptor, I forgot what comes after 2. Izuku 3. They all tapped their badge. It froze the Doom Raiders too, but Cows was frozen midway through the wormhole. The wormhole then closed up. Cows, seriously, with this? Oh, Spyro, Cows is stuck. Come on, guys. They tried to pull him out of the wormhole. Cows, no. Unhand my head. Doom Raiders. Please, help me. Pepperjack, sorry, mama's boy, but we gots to go. He kicked him out of the wormhole, and it closed up. Cows and oh. Snapshot and his team then came in. Snapshot, what's happening, you 5? Izuku. The Doom Raiders used their powers to create a wormhole that they escaped through. We tried to stop them but they got away. Stella. And by the time we were able to freeze the wormhole itself to close it up, well, they were already on the other side. Stealth Elf, wait. Not everyone got away. There's one big-headed jerk who got spit out by the wormhole and back into the prison. And he's right here? Cows escaped through the sewer. Spyro, Izuku. Why didn't you detect this? Izuku. Danger sense only works when it comes to being attacked out of malicious intentions. Not escapes. Spyro, oh. Snapshot. It's been years since any prisoner tried to escape. But with all the recent unrest in the prison, I should have known someone would try something like this one day. Eruptor. The Doom Raiders totally took advantage of us, and we took their bait, hook, line and sinker. Snapshot. No. This is my fault. Izuku, should we go after them? Snapshot. They could be anywhere. Izuku. All you can do now is be ready when you return to the academy. Because if you thought the Doom Raiders were a handful today, you haven't seen anything yet. Izuku clenched his fist. Izuku, they may have preyed on our inexperience today, but it's not happening again. We'll make this right. Prisoner, the one that was sent to the hole for the squirrel incident, excuse me? I didn't escape. Points for being a model inmate, am I right? Can I go back to my cell now? They sent him back to his cell, trapped inside Cow's head. Cows was walking Golden Queen to his guest castle. Cows, sure, it may look like any other ordinary guest castle from out here, but inside lies the ultimate entertainer's retreat. Behold, Golden Queen. My evil lair, which has been messed up by the other Doom Raiders. Although Glumshanks was just talking to Chompy Mage, who was having his puppet eat dome papers on a board about something that I don't understand. Cows, Glumshanks. What is going on here? Glumshanks, they're your new roommates, sir. I tried to stop them, but I got sidetracked by a conversation with the hirsute gentleman holding the bone harp about the origins of stringed instruments, and the next thing you know. Cows, what are you blathering about? Golden Queen, is there a problem, Cows? My Doom Raiders and I need a place to lie low, and since your hovel is hidden by a cloak of dark magic that keeps it from being detected by the Skylanders, it is adequate. Dreamcatcher wanted to comment on that, but she was wondering to herself. Dreamcatcher. He can go faster than sound, make anyone or anything that speed, fly, make black tendrils of energy, emit a smokescreen. What else can that guy do? Then, Cassandra came in. Cassandra, Goldie, is that you? Oh. Cassandra, Cassandra, oh Goldie, you silly monarch, you know it's just Cassandra. The O is silent. Cows, wait. You two know each other? Cassandra, sure. We used to see each other at Soulless Cycle all the time. Anyway, Goldie, let's catch up. They started to leave. Cassandra, how was life in prison? Golden Queen, not bad. Not bad, thank you. How's it been going having to admit cows is your only offspring? They left while laughing. Cows, my true love is friends with my mother? Glumshanks. Ah yes, you're in that idyllic grace period before she gets a restraining order. With Izuku and the others, they were in the falling forest at night. Ian, Skylanders, I have summoned you here in the middle of nature for a mission of the utmost importance. A team-building retreat. Stealth Elf. Ooh. I've got the best trust-building activity that we can all do. A secret team handshake. I was thinking something like, Stella, no offense, Elf, but I don't think this will help. I've seen you practicing and some of the moves you do can't be done by the rest of yous. Izuku, I suggest camp snacks. Everyone, Stealth Elf agreed. Jetvac, we just need a crackling fire. Spyro, crackling's my middle name. Eruptor, you told me it was Agnew. Izuku, it's an expression. Spyro spit out some fire to start a campfire. Jetvac then got the marshmallows. Pop Fizz. And I'll concoct the perfect artisanal flavor coating, guaranteed to leave us wanting us more. Ha! S'more. Get it? Man, I'm punny. Izuku, yeah? Stealth Elf. How does this help us with team building? Izuku. Having fun with each other strengthens our bonds. Stealth Elf. I guess that makes sense. Meanwhile, Glumshanks. Sir, I know you feel like your personal space has been violated, but maybe you should try to get to know the Doom Raiders. After all, they are Golden Queen's trusted foot soldiers. Maybe they could put in a few good words for you with her. Cows, Glummy, you insufferable genius. That is the best idea I will ever take credit for. Glumshanks, I'm a giver, sir. Cows walks up to Wolfgang. Cows, yo, Wolfgang. What up, dog? Wolfgang, dog? He jumps down in front of Cows. Wolfgang, I'm a werewolf. Don't you ever get the two confused. Cows, sorry, why I just thought, now that we're gonna be roommates that, we were, homies too. Wolfgang, we ain't homies and we definitely ain't roommates. This is our place now. Dreamcatcher, if we're gonna live here, we totally need to redecorate. There is so much gross stuff everywhere. Cows, like what? Dreamcatcher, for starters, what's up with the body pillow in the corner with a picture of the Queen's face on it? Cows, that's not mine. It came with the guest castle. Pepperjack, hey bald boy. This here bathtub is gonna be my cooking pot. I hope you don't mind. Cows, that's it. I'm out of here. He started to meditate, and a projection of his head appeared from him. That projection left the castle. With the others, Ian, our next exercise involves putting complete trust in one's fellow Skylanders, by letting go. They were doing a trust fall exercise. Spyro, I'm ready when you are. Jetvac, Timber. Spyro quickly got a sheep to break his fall. Jetvac, wow. Spyro, what a light, fluffy touch you have. Eruptor, now me. Pop Fizz, maybe, too late. Pop Fizz was crushed under Eruptor's weight. Izuku, ready Stella? Stella, ready. Stella fell back and Izuku caught her. Stella, good job. Izuku, well, you're not heavy. Stella, more like you're just strong. Stealth Elf, and now, it's my turn. I'll just assume I'll be inevitably caught without incident, as is the point of this excerpt. But when she fell back, Ian did not catch her. Stealth ELD, Master Ian, your hands feel like hard earth. She noticed Ian wasn't there. Stealth Elf Ian? Ian had left to get firewood. He was using the marshmallows as a trail to get back. Ian, can't cook marshmallows over an open fire without proper sticks. Perfect. He got the firewood. Ian, and now, to follow the trail back to camp. He then noticed that his trail was eaten by sheep. Ian, oh sheep. Back in the camp, Spyro and Jetvac tried to pull Eruptor off Pop Fizz, but that wasn't working out so well. Stealth Elf, I'd better go find Ian so I can get you guys refocused on your team building instead of team flattening. She teleported away to find Ian. Izuku, let me try. He was able to pick Eruptor off the ground. Pop Fizz, thanks. Izuku, no worries. While Stealth Elf was looking for Ian, Cows was roaming around. Cows, nothing like a little float through the forest to clear one's head. What the? He spotted the others, roasting marshmallows over a fire. Cows, Skylanders? They have no idea that I'm here, which means it's the perfect opportunity to sneak attack, destroy them all, and finally impress Golden Queen. And Mother. And get my lair back. Actually, any two of those things will do. He let out a war cry and Pop Fizz and Izuku noticed thanks to Danger Sense. Pop fizz, whoa! These are trippy marshmallows. I see Cow's big floating head coming right at us. Izuku, you're not imagining this. Everyone looked forwards Cows in surprise. Cows, now it's time to choke on some evil electricity. Sky suckers. He shot lightning from the mark on his forehead at the bag of marshmallows and blew them up. Pop fizz, ah! No! Not my artisanal flavoring. With Stealth Elf, she still couldn't find Ian. Stealth Elf, no sign of him. I guess Master Ian went back to camp. She then heard the others scream. Stealth Elf, that's not a team building exercise scream. That's a someone blew up the bag of marshmallows scream. She teleported away. With the others, they just dodged more of Cow's lightning and fired off some attacks at him, but they passed right through him. Cow's ha ha. Missed me. Stealth Elf appeared and was about to attack him, however. Izuku, wait, if they passed right through him, then oh no. Wait. Izuku jumped in front of Stealth Elf and they bumped into each other, and Izuku ended up trapped in Cow's head. Izuku, crap. Cow's, hey. Get out of my head. Cow's fired off lightning from inside and he coughed out Izuku's red shoes. He was gone. Cow's, well, looks like I just fried Broccoli Boy. Stella and Stealth Elf fell to their knees. Cow's, you know, it's good to set goals and accomplish them. Well, see ya. He disappeared. Stella, no. Spyro picked up his Izuku's shoes. And then Ian came. Ian, sorry for the delay, Elf. I lost my way in the forest while collecting wood. Where's Izuku? They all looked down. With Cow's, he woke up to find that he was shot with a bunch of plunger darts. Then, Dreamcatcher drew on the back of his face, and they all laughed at him. Cow's started to leave, but he had to gloat a little. Cow's, fine, laugh it up. I don't care. Because I destroyed a portal master today. Broccoli Guy, a real portal master? Pepper Jack, which one? Cow's, that one with the green hair and red shoes. You know, he's got super strength. I never actually got a name. He was then shot by Glumshanks. Glumshanks, hee. Lucky shot, sir. Definitely not something I've done hundreds of times before during your astral walkabouts. Meanwhile, in Cow's mind, Izuku was somehow inside. He woke up and was confused. Izuku, what the? Where am I? He then saw Cow's in front of him. Izuku, Cow's, I have to stop him. He went to punch him, but his fist went right through. Izuku, huh? Then, he heard Cassandra behind him. Cassandra, okay, explain this to me. Who takes 14 years to toilet train? 14 years. Izuku, what? Who even are you? She passed right through him. Izuku, this is weird. Cow's, well, you did me no favors by lording over me every time I needed a little me time, mother. Izuku, that's Cow's mom? No, forget that. This is awkward. But they aren't real. Where am I? He saw two shining holes and he looked to find Wolfgang talking about his destruction. Izuku, hold on, I was electrocuted by Cows from inside, and then ended up here. And then I see something that was probably his memory of the past. That means I'm trapped in his head? Back at the academy, Ian, we shall always remember Izuku Midoriya by these, his shoes. Spyro, he was such a good friend. But one more problem. You know that Aurora and Ari are out on a trip, right? Ian, yes. Why, Spyro? I want to know who's going to tell them what happened. Because not it. Skylanders, not it. Stella, not it. Ian, not I, oh darn. I'm going to die. Jetvac, I miss him. I know we haven't known him for long, but he was still a great friend. He taught me so much. Stealth Elf, it's my fault. I rushed in and, Stella, if Icky were still here, he would tell you not to blame yourself. That's who he is. Back with Izuku. Izuku, okay, I have to find my way out of here. Not only do I not want to spend the rest of my life here, but I won't be able to survive. There is no food or water. I need to find a way to get to my friends. They can help me. But in order to do that, I need to find a way to control Cows. He noticed something floating beside him. Izuku, maybe. He tapped it, and it made Cows blink. Which Izuku saw through his eyes. Izuku, bingo. But I have to be careful. If my theory is correct, whatever happens to Cows will happen to me. Izuku grabbed onto one of the things floating and used it to start controlling Cows. He then left the castle while controlling Cows. All while saying nothing to avoid suspicion. Izuku also turned one of the floating nervous system things into a headset to talk through Cows. He was about to get to the door, but, Izuku, wait. I can't waltz through enemy territory looking like Cows. They'll end us both on sight. So Izuku had him turn around so it would only show the poorly drawn face on the back of his head and walked into the door. Jetvac. This is a private service. No non-Skylanders other than Stella allowed. Then Cows turned his head towards them. Stella, you, Spyro. Oh man, you have some nerve showing your face and the badly drawn face on the back of your head, in these parts. He slapped Cow's head and it made Izuku fall down. Stella, I will make you pay. Izuku, I have to let them know it's me. Cows, guys. It's me, Izuku. I'm trapped inside Cow's head. Spyro, yeah, right. That's insane, Stella. As if Icky would be stuck inside that walking exercise ball. Cows, guys, I'm controlling Cows like a video game from inside his mind. Do you think he'd actually walk in here on his own? He's an idiot, but he's not that dumb. Jetvac, the idiot has a point. But we should still beat him up just to be safe. Cows, wait. I know how to prove I'm Izuku. Eruptor, oh yeah? How? Cows cleared his throat. Cows, Engidadora Kiaka and Devorquirk. Help flaming incredibly powerful fire Quarthatalos to usurta generati and manipulate intensian powerful flamma sat will the user can generabla. Translation, Engi Todoroki. aka Endeavor. Quirk Hell Flame. An incredibly powerful fire quirk that allows the user to generate and manipulate intense and powerful flames at will. The user can generate large fire blasts to incinerate their opponents and cover their body in flames. Changing the fire's temperature is also possible, which means that their damage output can increase or decrease depending on the user's wishes. Everyone but Stella were confused. Spyro, how is motor mouthing gonna? Stella, he's telling the truth. Everyone, huh? Ian, are you sure? Stella nodded. Stella, Endeavor is the #1 pro hero back in our world and only Icky would motor mouth like that. He's telling the truth. Eruptor, well, there's only one way to get him out of there. Hit Cows so hard that Elf pops out. Stand back. Pop Fizz, Eruptor, no. The whole point of the team building retreat was that we need to come together as a team. Okay, Cows, we trust you. I mean Izuku. Let's just get you out of that big awful head already. Eruptor, but how? Spyro, if Izuku is playing Cows like a video game, then there should be a way to stop the game. Jetvac, right. He should hit Ctrl-Alt-Delete at the same time. Spyro, wrong tech, big guy. Stella, Icky. Try and toggle the controls to eject your way out. Izuku, good idea. He did just that, and he was shot out of Cow's head. As he was falling, he was caught by the team. Stealth Elf, best trust fall ever. Spyro, boy are you a sight for sore eyes. Ian, I agree. Also, not a word about this to your mother, agreed? Izuku agreed. She doesn't need to know. Unbeknownst to them, Glumshanks had taken Cows back. Stealth Elf, hey Izuku? I'm sorry for. Izuku, don't worry about it. You were trying to keep us safe. Stealth Elf smiled. Stealth Elf, thank you Izuku.
Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.